I'm tired of this dirty old city, and tired of too much work and never enough play. And I'm tired of this dirty old sidewalk. Think I'll walk off my steady job today. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Hey, big city, turn me loose and set me free. I've been working every day since I was 20. Haven't got a thing to show for anything I've done. And those folks who never work and they've got plenty think it's time some guys like me have some fun. So turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Hey, big city, turn me loose and set me free. City, turn me loose and set me free. All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Creating Change. My name is Guy. I appreciate you guys being here. Today is kind of a special day for my parents. This is my birthday, and it's a special day for me as well. Got some new gear. Huh? Shout out to mom and dad and my wife and my mother and father-in-law. They all went in together and got me a new camera and got me a new microphone. And I'm trying to learn how to do all this stuff. So here we go. But shout out to Brother William in the house, man. Howdy to all. God bless everyone. Absolutely. Hope everyone's in good spirits tonight. Thank you, Brother William. Yes. Tommy Kenyon, he's in the house with me. Shout out to Tommy Kenyon, keeping it real media. Been helping me, man. Helped me get this stuff lined out this evening, just here in the past hour. So shout out to him. Appreciate you, Tommy. Panay in Aussie Mix channel. Thank you very much for being here. I see you. Elevated Einstein, what's going on, brother? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see, Selena the Celestial. Hello, glad to see you here. Thank you very much, Magic of Healing. Jimena, how you doing this evening? Glad to have you here. Thank you, Miss Tracy Local Learnings. Thank you very much. Oh, so interesting. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let me get my phone opened up here so I can do, because I'm just like that, guys. I just know how to do all this stuff now. So, pretty much a guru, self-proclaimed, but doesn't matter who claims it, long as you're a guru. And I claim guru status, so, just the way it is. But yeah, also interesting. Thank you for being here. Got you added up. Blew you right on up. I thank you very much. Yeah, trying this new stuff out. I hope that my sound is coming through okay. Hey, check it out. Snap. Yeah. Hey. Oh gosh. Wait a minute, here we go. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. We got all kinds of buttons to push. I ain't gonna lie, this is just so much fun. We got too many buttons to push. Yeah, yeah. All right, but all right, I'll stop with that. Shout out to 11 in the house. I appreciate y'all being here, man. This is fun. Desi, brother Desi, I see you, man. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, this is cool. Memoirs of a Redneck Barbie, MCK Paranormal Files. I appreciate you guys being here. This is nothing but good vibes, good times, creating change in the house. My name is Guy. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm not going to be on long this evening. It is my birthday evening, and went down, had dinner with my parents, and my mother and father-in-law came over to their house and ate dinner with us, and of course my wife and my sister and my son, and just had a great day sitting here at the house with everybody. I got me some new gear. Shout out to Tommy Kenyon, keeping it real media. Come in and just he was able to see what I had just by showing him on the camera, and he was able to walk me through what I needed to do to get to get everything situated. So I'm here. I'm trying. Yeah, I did get me some glasses. My wife bought them for me. I guess she didn't want me to be blind. I don't know. I don't know why she wouldn't want me to be blind, but she did get me these. I do look like a bit of a kid from the 50s, but I'm okay with that. I don't care. Shout out to the 50s. Thank you, man. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Appreciate you guys. Just being here with me and enjoying this little bit of time that I'm gonna spend here this evening with everybody. Thank you very much. Oh, so interesting. I appreciate that. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Um, Sticking with Dorkfish. I'm sticking with Dorkfish. Memoirs of a Redneck Barbie, our fellow comedian in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Happy birthday, Noble. I see, man, your little name, dude. That little name right there. I almost just swiped right past it. Elevated Einstein. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. You know, it's one of them days, man. You can't avoid them. I'm just glad to be alive to see it, man. You know what I mean? So if we get to put another year under our belt, that means that somehow we're doing good. So we're here. But Tracy Local Learning, Kendall's Life, hello. I appreciate you being here. SMG channel, good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. My name's Guy. This is Creating Change. It's always good vibes. Watch this. This is just, I can get dramatic. I'm sorry. I I love it. Sorry about that, man. But anyway, appreciate you, SMG. Thank you very much. I see you there. Thank you for being here with us. Always great to have a new friend come in the house and just know that we are all about just good vibes and good vibes only. I encourage you to go around and see everybody. I want to know that you're networking. I just want to know that you're networking in the right way. If you want to go see somebody and you want to go support, and you want to be part of their crew, then go be part of their crew. But don't do none of that fake stuff where you just go and watch 2 seconds of their video. Tell them that you're new support so they'll come support you back, and then by the next day, you know how that YouTube does. Your subscription goes away. So if it's worth it to you to gain a subscriber, then make it worth it to you to watch their material, or don't do it. Just hang out in the chat room and be cool. But appreciate everybody being here. I'm gonna try playing a little bit of music this evening, just because this is brand new stuff for me, and just trying to figure out how to exactly work everything and how everything goes. I hope that my sound is coming through okay. That's been one of those things that for me has been like my biggest for me, it's been my biggest drawback. Is I go back and whether y'all want to believe it or not, I actually, do try to do stuff, and I'll go back and listen to my stuff, and I don't care if it's 4 hours, I don't care if it's 1 hour, I don't care if it's 30 minutes. I go back and I'll listen to the whole thing, and I'm pretty well pleased with all of our stuff, all except in my sound. My sound has just drove me absolutely insane since we started this. I guess just because to me, This is a platform where people hear you a lot more than they see you sometimes. And if your sound is horrible, chances are your audience retention is going to be horrible as well because your sound sucks. You can be as interesting uh, you could be the most interesting person in the world, but if your sound is horrible and it just sounds like cat scratching on the chalkboard, then you know how that is. It ain't going to work. Uh, there is I can't never. I think it's Arthur from Russia. I think that's how that. But either which way, there's our friend. I recognize you. I see you, and I thank you very much for being here. I see Joel. I see you. Saludos, amigo. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Do I not have? I gotta do. Let me see something here. Oh, okay. Never mind. I got everything right. Okay, cool, 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 cool. There you go. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Memoirs. Thank you very much. Oh, so interesting. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody being here, man. Shout out to 14 in the house. Let's play us a little. I got some videos up here. We'll do another one. Got some other stuff up here. Let's do this one here. Let's do just a closer walk with thee, just because I'm just thankful to God to have another birthday come up. I'm thankful to God for my friends and my family. I'm thankful to God for my health. I'm thankful for God for the Savior, Jesus. So I'm just going to play just a closer walk with thee. I'll be back here in 2 minutes. And let's see, wait a minute, wrong one, guys. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Just a closer walk with thee. I did this on Christmas Eve, this past Christmas. And it's just how I truly feel about it as a Christian man. Should every day try to get a little closer to your walk with Jesus. So here it is, just a closer walk with thee. I'll be back here in just a few minutes, guys. Shout out to everybody in the house, 12 in the house. Appreciate every one of you. Be right back. I am weak, but thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk, dear Lord, close to thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus, hear my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. When my feeble life is old, time for me will be no more. Guide me safely to the shore, to thy kingdom shore, to thy shore. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus, hear my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus, hear my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. All right, all right. Thank you guys. 17 in the house. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much. I see you, Gen X. Appreciate you, man. You did say that you'd be here the very next time, and absolutely you were. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for all your support last night. I know that you were dancing in between channels and then, or, trying to support. And I just appreciate that, man. But I thank you also for your personal support. Thank you. Smash that like button for you, fella, as shout out to Chris the Flash would say. Yeah, let's see, 17. Let's see how he say it. 17 heads, 12 likes. Smash that button for you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you all very much. Absolutely, Joel. Jesus loves each and every one of you. Remember that. Amen to that. Amen to that. It always harkens me back to one of my most favorite writings. While I was locked down, I can't say that I found Jesus while I was locked down because I knew Jesus long before I went to prison. But I leaned into Jesus once I hit the penitentiary. And it harkened me back to that poem, Footprints in the Sand. And, the basic story behind that is, without getting into too much detail, is basically that was God trying to tell you that when you look back in the sand and you only see one set of footprints, brother, that ain't your footprints. That was when God was carrying you. He's been there all along with you. And I believe that. So shout out to every one of you. I appreciate everybody being here. Memoirs of a Redneck Barbie. Shout out to Chris the Flash. Hit that like button for you fellas. Got 19 in the house. I should have 19 likes. Come on, guys. Double tap the screen for me. Gen X Effect. Steph92. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you might have had a different name at one time because I'm pretty good at recall. And I believe it started with an F. I might be completely wrong. If I am, I apologize. But I believe that remember seeing you as a different name. But shout out to you. Glad that you're here, and I appreciate you being here with me. Trying to keep up with my chat. Guys, I got double duties going on tonight. I'm doing good. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm going to bring Guy up on the stage. Thank you. Thank you. Isn't that fun? Here, we'll bring Tommy up on the stage. Hey, Tommy. Yeah. Yeah, I got buttons, dude. I got all kinds of buttons over here, man. This is just so cool.
It's not just the like or the subscribe buttons anymore.
No, man. No. I think what I would like to try to do is just the name. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I thought I did. Steph 92. I thought I did. Okay, as long as I was remembering right, because I take a lot of pride in the fact that for those of you that's been in my chat, you guys know that once I associate a name of a page with someone's name, it usually doesn't leave me. I try to always remember, and that's just the way that I do things. So shout out to you. I appreciate you being here, Chris. Double tap that screen for you fellas. Desi in the house. Happy birthday, guy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. I turned 48 today. I'm not upset about it. Some people, I guess, may go through what you call midlife crisis or whatever. Oh, hell, I'm way past mid by this point, so it's like there's no reason to go through a crisis now. If I live to be 100, I'll take all that back. But, till then, I'm just happy. I'm just happy, man. Ah, thank you, Steph. I appreciate that. But that's one of the finest comments that I might just leave that one up there. I'm just the kind of guy that likes to be humble about things, so I'll just leave it. I'm just playing. I'm just being silly, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate it, Joel. I appreciate it. Bells and stars in the house. She might have the most spoiled puppy, other than mine, in the whole entire world. But shout out to spoiling your family, because I know that I can tell just by the way her and her puppy are that that's family. That's not just a puppy, and that's the way ours is. He ain't a dog. He's a human stuck with a lot of fur. That's all it is. He just got a lot of fur, and he ain't learned to walk on two legs really good yet. Hi, Mom. Hi, Missy. Hi, Dad. Oh, you love the new glasses? Is that because you're a child of the? Well, I better not. I, are you? Is it because? Do you really like them, or are you just saying that, Mom? Because I know it's Mom saying that. It ain't Missy, and it ain't Dad. It's Mom that's saying that she likes the glasses. Because I just know. I just know. And my mom, sometimes she might tell me some lies just because she thinks it'll help my health. I don't think she wants me to be blind, so she's trying to tell me that these glasses look good. I feel like a kid from the 50s. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at Roy Orbison before I came on, and I was like, I don't like looking a lot like Roy Orbison. I mean, maybe Sean Connery or maybe Brad Pitt, but Roy Orbison? I mean, come on, man. But hey, you gotta rock them. That's all that I can say. Oh, but yeah, I wasn't going to stay on here long, guys. Shout out to 17 in the house. I was going to try a couple songs because I got Tommy in the house with me, and he was helping me figure out, what to do when I'm going to play my guitar compared to when I speak because it's different. When I'm speaking, I'm supposed to have the whatever it's called turned off. When I'm playing the guitar, is it opposite of that, Tommy? Because you looked at me with
Opposite.
one. Okay, you looked at me with one of them looks like, God, that ain't gonna work. Like you're wrong.
It should be
You're
on right now.
It is. It is. It's exactly the way you left me before I hit live. And I haven't even moved because I could really damage a lot of stuff just by moving my foot a little bit. So I'm trying to just be as still as possible. The James Bond shit. Hey, I'd rather. I'd rather. Hey, I'm with you, Desi. I'm with you. I'm not gonna say that he wasn't like a cool looking dude for him, but for me, I just don't like it. I don't like it. You know. But I'm getting. I don't care if you really want the truth. I'm so past the point of trying to be cool at this point. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. Cool doesn't factor in at this point, guys. I'm just glad to not be in any kind of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Uh, got that fear and loathing in Las Vegas. Yeah, yeah, I can take that one. The elevated Einstein. I can take that one. Got that fear and loathing in Las Vegas vibe. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It does kind of make me look like I was thinking that if they were a little bit bigger and rounder, then they would be like rose-colored glasses, like George Jones. And I could, I'm all about some Jones, man. I'm all about some Jones. So if I'm looking like Jones or something, I'll take the possum over Orbison any day. Yeah, you're man, memoirs. You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. I appreciate you. Thank you all very much. Shout out to Chris the Flash. Shout out to Desi. Gen X Effect in the house. Brother William, I see you there, Brother William. What did you get for your birthday? I got this microphone. Check this out. Watch this. I got a new streaming camera. Watch this. I can do the dramatic thing. Yeah. Watch it. Watch it. I mean, bam, bam. Yeah. And I didn't even have. I got a remote, and I got a remote too. Look, I got a remote, and I got a camera, and I got glasses, and and I got Isn't it great? Wait. I got all that. Hey, get down, get down. Yeah, yeah. I got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Chris, I'm telling you, man. Uh, One of my biggest complaints about doing this before, well, not only my sound, but I was really uncomfortable because I had a phone or I had my computer, and the way that things were set up, everything was kind of just. Well, not that it's much better. I ain't gonna lie. Like if I was to pan the camera just a little bit down and to the left just a little bit, y'all would see what disorganization truly looks like. But what I like about this is one, I don't have to use my phone no more, which it was eating up my storage. It was just a pain in the neck to have to do. And I can mount it on the wall because I don't have it mounted right now, but I can mount it on the wall and then anywhere in this room that I want to film from, then it'll pan over for me. I can what did you say I can do in 1080p, Tommy? I can do it in 1080p,
Hmm.
whatever that means. Apparently, it's better than 720. I'm
True
only going by.
HD.
Okay, it's HD, so you're all getting to see this fine looking specimen of a Roy Orbison slash 007 look-alike, and I'm happy to bring it to you. But yeah, this is what I got, brother William. Um, was this little thing here? It's just, man, I get so I ain't gonna lie, I've never had stuff like this before. So I get nervous, like my stomach was killing me. Um, and I know that sounds crazy, but my stomach was absolutely killing me. And I text Tommy and I'm like, look, man, you want to meet me backstage and just help me a little bit, just help me get this stuff. Because I was truly like, I was just at that point where I'm like, I felt like I was in over my head. I felt like I was getting ready to mess something up. And Tommy was willing to come backstage with me. And it took us about a half hour of, going through settings and trying to figure out different stuff. And then hey, here we are, man. We wound up. We made it. We made it. We're here. We're here. So yeah, shout out to Hey, Big Jack. I see you, Big Jack. How you doing, brother? Uh, Outstanding job last night, man. That was fun. I think everybody had a good time, and I think that we also had a chance to learn some things together about what to do and about what not to do, which, sometimes learning what not to do is more important than learning what to do. So, shout out to you, Big Jack. You did an excellent job, and I had a blast. I ain't gonna lie, I had fun. So, thank you. Shout out to Jimena. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Back to say hi. Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you always. I see Jesse. He's got one of them small names too. Jesse, I see you, brother. I almost went right past your name. Uncle Bill Outdoors, I see you. Gen X Effect, I see you, brother. Thank you very much. Bells and Stars, appreciate you. Chris the Flash, double tap that screen for you fellas. Joel, appreciate you. Desi, I see you, brother. Thank you. Elevated Einstein, got that Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yeah, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. Hey, yeah. I see you, Gen X. Sorry about the cough, man. I'm not used to this microphone. But yeah, that's NASCAR driver vibes. Sure, your last name isn't Petty. Well, according to my bank account, I'm pretty positive that my name has no correlation with Petty. I'm just going by that. I'm not saying that I'm not skinny and look like I could probably use a few pounds and might drive a little faster than I should. But my bank account suggests that I have no correlation or any kind of relation to Petty. If I do, then Richard, anytime you want to send that check, holler at me. Actually, you don't even have to. I'll come get it. I'll come get it. I know where you're at. I'll come get it. I don't mind. Thanks for helping God, Tommy. My family knows. Did we think the glasses are a big improvement? I still don't believe you. But I love you. I love you very much, but I do not believe you at all. Just based on my own judgment alone when I looked in the mirror. And when I see myself looking back at me, they don't look good. You're lying through your teeth. I know better. There's Yard Chat in the house. Hey, man. Yard Chat. Good to see you, man. I was just telling my mom and them how uh, they're straight up lying to everybody, telling them I look good in these glasses. I know better. I just looked at myself. I can see myself right here. I don't look better. I don't. I like my other glasses, but these are the ones that's meant for this. So, shout out to Coffin. You can hear it too, can't you? Watch it. I love it. Oh, wait a minute. Get down. Get down. I love it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. Get it, Tommy. Get it, Tommy. Yeah. Oh, God. Man, these sound effects, I'm telling you, that's the best thing that they've ever had, in my opinion. All right, I better hush. I gotta live with those people. That's funny. Hey, you know what's even more funny though is we'll spend the next 6 months making fun of me together about these glasses because I know they're lying to me. I know they're lying to me. They're lying to me because they're like they don't want a blind child. They don't want me to lose my eyesight. But I know better. I know better. Hey, you don't come up with fashion like this by not understanding fashion. Okay? You don't look at that. I mean the hat, you know what I mean? Like guys, anyway. Man. All right, well look, I'm gonna set this microphone down, Tommy, and I'm gonna do exactly what I think you told me to do. To a T. You're gonna be so proud of me because I'm gonna follow instructions to a T. First, I'm gonna mute my mic so that I don't make a bunch. Now I'm gonna unmute my mic so that I didn't make a bunch of noise, did I? It wasn't loud, was it? You didn't hear me, did you? Because I muted the mic. There's a mute button right there. All you gotta do is hit it, and then people can't hear you, Tommy. I'll teach you some stuff. You stick around long enough, I'll teach you some stuff about how to mute mics and everything. Now I don't know. For some reason, I feel like this is an accident. That I've got cables. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting ready to really. I don't have enough length on this cord, man. I mean, who in the world wants a little old tiny cord like that? Little baby cord. Why do they send baby cords with all this stuff? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I know. Noise cancellation off, Tommy. Sounds like it sounds good in my head, but everything I play sounds good to me if I just listen long enough. I don't know that it sounds good to everybody else, but it sounds alright here. Is the sound still coming through, Tommy? Alright, I'll see you, Tommy. Not ready for that one. Cool. Sounds pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Sounds alright to me on my end. What I can hear, I've never sang. Sounds pretty good. Yes, I took a spiritual walk in the sand, and I've seen the footprints, felt the Father's hand. He's been there for me through it all, and He held me in His hand just in case I'd fall. I walked with a limp most of my life, and I questioned God, asked Him why. But I took a spiritual walk in the sand. I know one day in heaven I'm never gonna limp again. Yes, I took a spiritual walk in the sand. I seen the footprints, felt the Father's hand. He's been there for me through it all, and He held me in His hand just in case I'd fall. Yes, I took a spiritual walk in the sand, and I've seen the footprints, felt the Father's hand. He's been there for me through it all, and He held me in His hand just in case I'd fall. Yes, He's held me in His hand. I was right there all alone. Man, I think it sounds alright. Does that sound like it's coming through alright, Tommy? I mean, I lost a bunch of people, so it might mean that I suck. You know what I mean? I don't know. Does it sound alright, Tommy? Like
Yep.
coming through?
Yep.
Or is it broken?
It sounded good.
Okay, well, cool.
Yard Chat agrees.
Yeah, man. Cool. That's cool that it comes through okay. That's good.
William
it sounds
said.
good. Huh?
William said he was jamming with you, but he's here. I've sent the link in if anyone wants
Okay,
to
cool.
come
Yeah,
do
man.
a quick jam session. I know it's 40 minutes in.
Hey, Lewis Way. Sue Smith, home recipes. Shout out to. Don't use one of these picks, Will. I just was trying it just to see what it would do, and I hate it. Nobody needs that. Nobody even uses anything like that. Nobody. Nobody in their right mind uses that. Nobody. Nobody plays the guitar uses that pick. I don't care. Lady, rub my back and spend the early morning drinking coffee. Talking about rambling fever ain't no kind of cure for my disease. That was a good try anyway. That was terrible, but hey, we made it through. All right. Okay, my brother. Much love from Oregon to you. Have a blessed rest of your day. Catch you on the next one. Thank you very much, Joel. I appreciate you. Willie B54. Uh, Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. I see you there, buddy. Thank you for being in the house, man. Good vibes to you. Always good vibes here. Always good vibes. There's Miss Krista. Thank you, Miss Krista. Happy birthday. Thank you, Miss Krista. Yeah, man. Well, I'm kind of happy with the way that my sound is. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta sit right close. Uh, I have to sit so close. I'm gonna have to find my longer headphone cord so that I don't have to be, because I have, when I have my guitar in my hand, I have to lean over like this so I'm not pulling my stuff off the thing. So I know how to take care of that now. So awesome, awesome. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to you, Miss Krista. I see you. Got me some new gear for my birthday, and I wanted to come on and give it a try and see how it was working. I got to get me a boom arm so that I can hook my microphone up properly. But check this out, Miss Krista. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, 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 wait. Get down. Get down. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. When I'm coming on stage. Thank you. When Tommy's coming on stage. Yeah. You heard it too, didn't you? But, God, I love that. I just love this little machine. Hey, watch this, guys. Watch this. Hold on, hold on. You're gonna love this.
I'd just like to say that Tommy has been a great addition to the family. And I know that he's proud to be a part of such a beautiful thing. So shout out to Tommy Kenyon. Sorry, man. Sorry. Wait. Okay.
Hey. Good vibes. Good vibes. Yeah. This is great. I love it. What's this one?
What's this one? Ooh-wee. Good vibes. Good vibes. Oh, I love this one. Hey, shout out to everybody out. Now I'm going to go through and do shout outs. Hold on, guys. All right, we got Almost Off Grid Grandma. We got Memoirs of a Redneck Barbie. Joel, howdy. Willie B54, howdy. Lewis Way, howdy. William, howdy. Let's see. Sue Smitha Home Recipe and Vlogs. Howdy. Yard Chat. Howdy. Hi, Mom. Hi, Missy. Hi, Dad. No, I'm not doing drugs again. It's the birthday present you got me. I'm just hitting buttons. Watch this.
Okay. Now, shout out to Memoirs of a Redneck Barbie. Yeah. I love it. Hold on.
Hey. Oh.
Okay. Now. Hear this. 407 years ago. No, that's not Abe. Hold on. Hey.
Alright, now this is the baby effect. Okay.
How do I get that?
How do I get it? I just want to be normal again. How do I get to normal again? I feel like I'm in a cathedral. I feel like I'm in the penitentiary again, like I'm in the middle of a dorm.
Now you
Here we go. Here we go. Is that better?
There you go.
There we go. I'm back in the house, guys. Sorry, I was just having fun with all that. I just love it. I love being able to hit that button right there and do that. I just feel so technically awesome right now. Though I did have to have a little bit of assistance getting it to actually work. Shout out to Tommy Kenyon for being willing to come and help me. Bedtime here, guy. Laugh out loud. Just pop out to wish you a great birthday. Thank you. I see you're having a good time. Good vibes, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Krista. I appreciate it. Just having some fun with this new stuff tonight because tomorrow we start a show again. And, Tommy's going to get fired if he keeps flipping my screen around because he knows that I'm on the left side.
Only because I put up Italian American.
Oh, then in that case, I understand. Then I mean, that in that case, then. But shout out to everybody in the house. I appreciate y'all, man. We got 13 people in the house. I see you guys there. The 5Gs, I see you. Thank you very much for coming in. This is Good Vibes. My name's Guy Bandy. This is Tommy Kenyon. He helps us with all things media. He runs in the background us and just gives us help whenever we need it. And he's also going to be doing a technical day or two or whatever through the week where that he'll bring some information on different technologies and different things that we feel like could be an assistance to some of you small content creators or content creators in general, whether it be for podcasts, whether it be whatever it is that you're doing. Tommy's the dude that knows about it. So that's why he's on my team. And if you need his assistance, then I can work out something, I can work, we take money orders and checks and all that stuff. We take all of it. But but Tommy's going to be coming on with us and doing stuff. So, just new things to come, guys. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep learning new stuff and we're going to keep getting better until we find something else to get better with. I don't know. That's just the way we're going to go. But I'm not going to stay on here real long, guys. I got 12 of you in the house, and I appreciate everybody. If you haven't already, hit that double tap the screen. Hit the like button. Got to cough. I got to remember to mute my mic when I have to cough. But shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody coming here and hanging out with us. Tommy, I hear your phone.
Now you can just turn the mic knob down when you got a cough instead of hitting the mute on StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forget. Man, I've got so many new buttons right now that I forget, so I'll just... That's right. That's right.
I can put my background noise reduction on.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just messing with you. I just letting you know I could hear it. I could hear your mind thinking, Tommy. Good vibes from Hazel and I. Thank you. Hello there, my young friend Hazel. Hello. I appreciate you guys being here. Here you go. I got something for you, Miss Hazel. Here we go.
Shout out to you, Miss Hazel. I appreciate you and your daddy being here. Thank you very, very, very much.
All right. I'm back. I'm getting used to that button. I'm getting used to it, man. I gotta hit the button again and then hit the other one and then I'm back on. Oh, you're welcome, 5Gs. You're welcome. Go around, see everybody. That's why I do that. To trusted individuals and people that I feel like are trying to carry themselves properly. Only thing I ask is don't use my platform as a way to go watch 2 seconds of somebody's stuff, sub them, and get them to come to you and sub you back just for them to lose your sub the next day because you didn't really watch anything. If you're going to go and you're going to see people, then go support properly or don't go support at all. Just don't even go because all of us as small content creators know that you keep up with every one of your subscribers, every one of them. So when you go to your page the next day and you went to bed with 53 because you felt like you were doing good and you were going and watching people's videos and they were coming and watching yours and they come to find out the next day you're down to 40 and I don't care who you are, it's heartbreaking and don't do that. Don't do that to people because it will get done back to you. So don't do it to people. That way you don't have to worry about it. If it's done to you, you can just be like, well, they were a butthole. But if you're doing it to other people and they do it to you, then how can you really say anything about it to anybody? All you can do is suck it up and move on. So I don't do that. Um, if I don't feel like watching a video, then I just don't watch it if I don't like it. But I don't just watch 2 seconds worth. Just don't do it. I've been to pages before where you didn't even have an option other than a 15, 20-minute video because they didn't make shorts. They didn't make any shorter content. Couldn't find nothing any shorter. Well, then you have a decision to make. Do I play a game and say, okay, I'm going to watch a minute worth and I'm going to leave them a comment? Or do I hit the button and let the thing play on? Or do I just keep on scrolling? Well, if you know you're not going to stick around for 15 minutes and watch the video and you're not interested, then move on. There's other people out there with 2-3 minute videos for you to go find and get the support you need. Don't go fake people up, man. It's not cool. And I don't support that. Go ahead,
shared
Tom.
to go along with what you're saying. Shared a little preview of tech tip to when you're watching. If you don't have maybe time at the moment to watch, add it to your watch later playlist.
Yep. Okay.
And then take your phone later on when you're getting comfy on your couch.
Yeah.
Take your phone, AirPlay or Chromecast, or push it to your TV device and watch all the videos that you added to the watch later playlist right on your couch.
Yep. Yep. Well, and what I've noticed is for myself, my subscription retention stays. And I think the reason it stays is because I watch 100% of the video. When I go to somebody's page and I say, hey, I'm here, I'm new support, whatever. When I say that, then they can pretty much guarantee that I probably put that message in right at the end of that video. But when they come and sub back to me, or if they come and support me back, the subs stay because you did it properly and you're not faking. That's just not cool. We're all going around trying to get subscribers. I get that. You're going out to find your tribe, and you're not going to find a fan in every subscriber. What you find is a subscriber, another number for yours. But out of 5 or 10, you might find one really true fan that just is going to hit the bell. They're going to want to come back and see what you do. And that's perfectly fine because you got to have the number of subscribers that they ask for. But you also need those watch time hours. And to me, the way the watch time hours get built is by finding your tribe, by finding the people that when you put a video out, they come watch your little 5-10 minute video and they're happy with your content. Or they come to your live stream and they hang out and they like your stuff. So, anyway, I hate to go on a rant about that. I just find it important because I got hung up when I first got started on here, going to lives, and very first live I went to, guys, it happened to me, and I know that that's why it happened to me because people were coming and watching 2 seconds of a video, leaving me a comment, saying that they subscribed, and they didn't stick. They didn't stick. All it did was disappoint. And you spend an hour or better of your time actually going and watching people's stuff, and then you find out that they ain't really doing that for you because as new content creators, see, these older content creators they'll tell you this stuff like they know some kind of information that you don't or that you can't get, but what they don't mention to you is if you just keep putting stuff out, in 3 months, you're going to get the same analytics on your channel that they get. And it's going to tell you what areas are watching your stuff, where your views are coming from. It may not tell you the exact people they're coming from, but you can look on your analytics and you can see, okay, well, Chicago, there's somebody watches me there. Maryland, there's somebody watches me there. Or there's whatever, somebody watches me over in this area. It's there for you to see. It's not like it's some kind of big secret. YouTube has to have a few months to be able to get that data on you so that you can. I've got 16,000 subs. I got 1% of that actually watching my videos. And when I couldn't keep up with all the videos, I started hopping around the lives to support. Yeah, I understand that, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. That subs do not equal views. Just don't. It obviously the more subs you got, the more chances you have when you send it out, I guess, or you got people that's connected to your page in some way. But I'll be honest with you, I've been to some of these bigger people's page, and I've looked through every stick of content that they have, not only so that I could learn, but so that I could find out, okay, how did they actually start? Because the ones that have stuff up there from years ago, that's the stuff I want to see because that's where I'm at. Like I can't go by what they're doing these days because they're already technologically leveled up in certain ways. But if I go back a few years and I look at some of their videos and I look at them, I'm like, hmm, they really suck too. Uh, they didn't start out doing all that great neither, and they had to work their way up, just like I'm working my way up. But I just get disappointed in them when I know that they're just handing people a line of crap to get them to keep putting their hashtag in their stuff. Let me ask you this, guys. If you putting a hashtag in helps you, if you putting someone else's hashtag in helps you, then why isn't that person putting your hashtag in? The people that are asking you to keep putting their hashtag in, it's because it keeps pushing their video up to the ranking video. Your video's never going to be better than theirs because everything's being hashtagged to their page and pushing it right up to the top. So if it's true that you hashtag this or hashtag that and it's going to help you, then why aren't they putting your hashtag in their stuff? That's how I look at it. So I don't put other people's hashtags in my stuff no more. I hashtag my own stuff. I put my own hashtag in. I don't go around hashtagging other people's stuff. If that was true, then why aren't the big channels hashtagging your hashtag too? It's because it's not true. You hashtagging their stuff, all it does is push theirs up to the top, and yours is never going to hit the top of the search bar because you're hashtagging something that they're already ranked in. You're not going to get that rank. Like, you're just not. So it's like, that's how I started thinking about it. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I got all these people telling me, add this hashtag in, add this hashtag in, add that hashtag in. Well, wait a minute. If that's true, if me adding your hashtag in is going to help me, then why aren't you adding my hashtag in on your page? It seems like it's the opposite. If you're the big page and you're getting all these views and you seriously want to help me, why ain't you adding my hashtag into your page? Instead, they're asking us smaller content creators that ain't got nothing to add their hashtag in the name of helping you, but all it's doing is pushing their stuff up to the top. They ain't pushing yours up. It's pushing theirs up. If that was true, why aren't they putting your hashtag in? Why isn't other channels putting your hashtag? Why aren't the big channels that's suggesting that you put these hashtags in their channel, that's on their channel, on your stuff, why aren't they doing the same for you then? It's because it's not true. It's because that's not the way you're ever going to get ranked. If they've already got a video that's got 50, 60,000 views on it with that hashtag, then every time you hashtag something with that, it's just pushing that video right straight up. It's just keeping it up there at the top because they're ranking top in the search. It's how I look at it. I might be wrong, but I don't see no other big people or supposedly big monetized people. They push this hashtag this on you, but I don't see them hashtagging nothing of yours. I follow several big channels. I'll never see them hashtag nothing for anybody else. But yet they are all the time pushing you hashtagging their stuff. No, I'll hashtag my own stuff. I'll put my own hashtag in, and my numbers suggest that apparently that must be the right thing to do, because when I was using other people's hashtag, it wasn't doing nothing for me. Having one of these big channels share my page or my video to their page never did squat for me. Never did, not one thing. I don't think that it ever helped me with a view. I don't think it ever helped me with anything. I think all it did was just push their stuff up because I was hashtagging their hashtag. That's just how I feel. I'm just being honest with you guys. I don't know. I'm not a guru. I'm just telling you what I've seen on my numbers. Um, and my numbers suggest a complete opposite story from that. Because when I stopped using other people's hashtags on ranked videos that they have, when I stopped using them, then my views went up, drastically went up. I went from getting 20, 15, 20, 25 views on a good vibes video to getting 75, 80 views, 100 views, 150 views on a video, and not using no hashtag other than good vibes only. That's my hashtag, and that's what I ride with. And I don't put nobody else's hashtag in my stuff. I ain't gonna do it because I ain't seen it work. I ain't seen it work. I ain't seen it work for me. It might work. I don't know. But for me, I'm just telling you, I ain't seen it work, and I ain't gonna do it. And I would suggest that instead of for new content creators that are a month old, 2 months old, 3 months old, and you ain't been on long enough to get your own analytics and start getting the numbers down here for yourself to look at, those big channels don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. They kept feeling and putting stuff out until something hit for them, just like you need to do. Just keep putting your stuff out. Uh, that's the way it works. But I would, for me, for me, I'm not putting nobody else's. I'm not putting no other big channels hashtags in my little channel because everything that I've been able to read and information that's freely available through YouTube, like all these courses that you see out here, this is what cracked me up. I got started looking in the YouTube studio thing, and I started looking at the information that's available and all the little tutorials. Every video that you see out here in the main YouTube world of these big guys telling you how to do a YouTube page is all right in the YouTube Studio app, and it's all right there for you to go look up on your own. You don't have to ask nobody else. You can go just look it up right through YouTube and find it. So everything that I've been able to find about the hashtag deal, because it's really, that's been one of the things that irked me about these bigger channels is they keep pushing these hashtags on people. And then the more I've been able to read and understand how that works, if they've got a ranked video and it's already up at the top, until you can get a video in that same hashtag that's got more views and being pushed out for, you're only pushing their stuff up. You're just becoming a step ladder. That's all you're doing. You're not really helping yourself. In my personal opinion, this is just my own opinion. This is what I've read. This is what I've studied on, and I'm just telling you by my own numbers. When I stopped putting other people's hashtags in my stuff, my views went up, and it's obvious. It was obvious. So I'm just saying that. That's my opinion. I'm not a YouTube guru and don't know nothing about anything. But I do know human beings. I do know that when you've got somebody who is playing out of desperation, or they have found some newfound fame that they may not have ever had, they'll tell you anything that they need to get you to buy into their system, whatever it is, because they don't care. They don't care. They don't care if you donate them $80. They don't care if you donate them $100 for some lofty information that you can find for free. They don't care. They don't care. All this information on all these different channels that I hear these people talking about, you can find it all for free. Don't have to go. You don't have to beg nobody. Don't have to pay nobody. Fake gurus, as Tommy Kenyon says. Absolutely. But anyway, I got started on a hashtag rant because I have just seen some of my fellow creators that's in the same position I'm in, small creators, hashtagging all this stuff. And I'm like, when are you guys going to look at your numbers and say, this ain't helping me? It ain't helping me. Okay, they say to put this in here to hashtag it so that you can be, you're hashtagging something that has a ranked video that you will never surpass. If they got 50 or 100,000 views on a video and they're asking you to hashtag in the name of helping you, that's I call bullcrap, because all you're doing is hashtagging their stuff right on up to they're gonna stay the top ranked video until somebody knocks them off, and you're not going to be the one to do it hashtagging their stuff. Just not going to do it. It's the way I look at it. If hashtags worked, why aren't they putting your hashtag in their stuff? Think about it. I don't see none of these big channels out here that's pushing this hashtag crap, hashtagging other people's stuff. They're hashtagging their own stuff. They got their own hashtag. I don't know. You're welcome, Outlaw Vault. I appreciate you being here. Tommy Kenyon in the house. Noble, appreciate you guys. Memoirs of a Redneck Barbie. I don't use them. I do use a few big names in my keywords, but that's just to put the views I get. Yeah. Yeah, I get that part. That part makes sense to me. The hashtag part does not make sense to me. It doesn't. Doesn't make no sense to me. And I can show you proof. Like I can actually tell you exactly. Like then tomorrow morning when I come on, I'll make sure that I have the exact place that you can go. It's in YouTube Studio. It's in YouTube. You can go find the information for free, and it reads in a 5th grade level exactly what I'm saying. It reads it in a 5th grade level. Like, just Google hashtags. Just Google it. And you'll see what I'm saying. It's like, once something's already ranked, then all you're doing is hashtagging something and keeping it up there at the top. Because when people search that hashtag, are they going to watch a video with 50 views or a video with 50,000 views? They're probably going to watch the one with 50,000 views, not the one with 50 views. All that one with 50 views did by putting that hashtag in was drive that channel up that much farther. It's free information, guys. It's free information. It's a Google away. Hey, you can ask Siri. She'll tell you. She don't lie, I don't think. All seriousness though, guys, I just keep seeing this crap, and it irks me because I want to see everybody do good, and I keep seeing this, and it's like, if that really worked, why aren't they hashtagging your stuff too? Why aren't they hashtagging these other big channels? If it works to hashtag other big channels, why aren't the big channels that's suffering with view counts hashtagging other channels' big stuff? Because it doesn't work. It does not work. You come up with your own hashtag. Come up with your own hashtag. That's how I see it. I can tell you there's been a direct reflection in my numbers when I stopped using big channels hashtags or suggested hashtags that they would suggest that you use. Never helped me. Never helped me, not one bit. Not one bit. And then when you Google the information or you go look it up on YouTube, it reads at a 5th grade level. You're just pushing a ranked video up that much higher. So until you're from a content creator standpoint, okay, I can see where maybe you would buy into that. But from a consumer standpoint, if I was just scrolling through YouTube randomly, scrolling through, and I come across a video with 50 views, hashtagged whatever, and I come across a video with 50,000 views with that same hashtag, and that's what I'm actually looking for, well, I'm not going to watch the video with 50 views. I'm going to watch the one with 50,000 views. Just like any other consumer would. They're going to be like, well, this one must be the best one because it's got 50,000 and this one only has 50. I don't know. That's just my rant for the day, but I'm done with that. They're setting us up. Hey, Memoirs, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Because they know they know we can't move past them. That's how I see it. I've only been here since October 20. I'm telling you. Go look at any channel, any big channel that everybody gawks over and hashtags everything they do. Show me one channel that's helped them. Bring them to me so I can find out where I went wrong, because I haven't found one. I follow a lot of you guys. I come and watch a lot of you guys. I see your channels. I see the hashtags that you put in. I see the people I see what you're trying to do. I know what you want. You want more views. So I see you hashtagging. I see it. Hashtag this, hashtag that. And I'm not going to start naming off hashtags, though I could. That's a bunch of crap. I'm not going to do that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Name me one video that you hashtagged one of these big channels in that got you any more views than a video that you just put out on your channel and just say, okay, I'll let God do what he does with it. I don't have any on my channel. I can tell you that when I stopped hashtagging other people's stuff and started hashtagging good vibes only, my view count went up. And it was apparent. It was a clear change. Hashtag kiss my hashtag. Yeah. Now that is a hashtag worthy of putting on a channel. If you was ever gonna hashtag, now that is a hashtag. I'll hashtag that with you, memoirs. I'll hashtag kiss my hashtag any day of the week, any day. And leave a comment, good or bad, and you get attention, you get subs. I put one on Mr. Beast and I get me 14 subs. That's not to say they're dedicated subs, though. That's true. That's true. And I realize that, like, the sub thing, that's another thing. You can sit back and wait for 30 years for 1,000 subs to just show up, or you can get out here and you can start going and finding your own tribe. And I vote you go find your own tribe. You know, you're not always going to bring home a fan, but the way I look at it is, if I can go see 10 people and get one person that just likes my content, I'm winning. Because that means that out of 1,000 that I go see, I'm gonna have 100 dedicated fans that are gonna be like, "Yep, I can't wait for him to put out another song, or for him to do another live, or whatever, or good vibes, or whatever." Yeah, hashtag run your mouth crew. Hell yeah, I'm all about that too. I'm all about that too. But from a real standpoint, you know, if you can. If you see results in it, then do it. If you don't see results in it, then stop. I did it for about 2 months, and then I realized that this ain't true. This ain't true. This just ain't true. And I had a couple big channels share my stuff out, and I thought, oh, this will be, man, them sharing your stuff out doesn't do nothing. Doesn't do nothing. Doesn't do no more than what somebody else sharing your stuff out. Either you got good stuff or you don't. You know, that's the way I look at it anyway. My best video to date didn't have nothing to do with no big channel. Didn't have nothing to do with nobody else's hashtags. You know, I just put the video out. I just said an honest video. I just did an honest video and put it out. Got almost 1,400 views today on it. You know what I mean? And it's still growing. It's still growing. So I'm at 1,400 and it's still going. And it didn't have nothing to do with hashtagging no other big channels. Didn't have nothing to do with hashtagging, you know, any of this stuff. The only hashtags that I see that work are the search-based hashtags. But when you put a hashtag in that the search base is actually their channel, you're not helping yourself, no. You're just not helping yourself, no. Just not. Your video will never be the one that they look up. I know what price tags are. Brother William coming in with the big joke. I like it. I like it. I know what they are too, and they're mostly too big. They're mostly too big. I have no watch hours. Mine was a short 6,000. Mine was I had a 16-minute video, 1080, that I did that's sitting at 1,400 and still growing. I think I've got about 80 watch time hours off of it. My shorts, I don't do very good on shorts. None of mine has ever done any good. 700 views, and that's it. But I don't make a whole lot of them. I do long form videos and I do songs, and I fell in love with live streaming. I ain't gonna lie. This is my gig. I love this. I love this. I love figuring out sound and being able to bring, like, I got this board now. So now I'll be able to, in the very, very, very near future, be able to plug my guitar right directly in, which will really help me. And this is where it's at for me. This is what I've been waiting on, is to have a decent microphone, have a decent camera. Because this is something that I didn't know I liked. Didn't know I liked it. I'm 48 years old today, and until this past year, I had no idea that I would enjoy YouTube. I had no idea that I would enjoy uh, live broadcasts of any sort. I always knew I loved entertaining, but I just never seen how I could combine this together. And now learning some new things, it's getting better. It's getting better and upgrading. Like, for me, it was like, why would I go buy a camera or go buy anything to just start, to just see what's happening and see if I even like it. And then once I figured out that I liked it, then it was like, okay. I started buying all this bull crap, little tiny all this thing's plumb full of little tiny bull crap gadgets, microphones, and I got wires everywhere. I got this kind of crap. Like, how long you think that this guy right here is going to keep up with this? I mean, all that little stuff. I got a drawer full of little itty bitty teeny weeny tiny parts. And it's like, I'm the guy that I could lose a car. I could literally park a car out here in my driveway and go out and it'd be gone. Like I could lose stuff. I lose stuff. So man, just having, hey, watch it. I do. I love this. I can zoom in. Oh, I can zoom out. Boom. I can do the drama. Y'all know what I'm saying? And I can back it out. Bam. Bam. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. This high-tech redneck stuff here. Memoirs of a Redneck Barber. You know what I'm talking about, girl. Hey, I'm high-tech up in here, man. I got a remote. Look, they even sent old boy a remote. It's got all kinds of buttons that I don't know what to do yet with, because there's no channels, but it's got numbers. There's no channels, but it's got numbers for something. I don't know. It might be a delay switch or something for a bomb or something, for all I know. But it's got numbers and a remote, and I can do all kinds of stuff. I can do all kinds of stuff. I just don't know how yet. But there's all kinds of buttons to push. I won't do it right now. I won't push the buttons right at the present time. But shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody being here. Once again, I'm not going to stay on long. It's my birthday. I want to get me a good night's sleep, and get ready for tomorrow, 10 to 1, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time, Guy and Shine. Good vibes, always good vibes. We're going to be bringing Tommy in through this week. We're going to start like a tech moment through the show. Whether it be on a couple day rotation or however Tommy feels like doing that. We'll discuss that further with him. But as the future moves forward, he's going to be not only a pivotal part in the backstage area, but we want to also make him a pivotal part of, because I know there's a lot of small content creators. Everybody in here isn't necessarily fans. I get that. Got people in here supporting for support, and you got people in here supporting to help support others, and I get that, and I'm cool with that. But knowing that you're all not just people with no content, you're not just fans. What I mean is, I want to bring something of substance other than just entertainment. So we would like to have Tommy start being a part of bringing some tech stuff that maybe everybody doesn't know about, or maybe you just need some clarification on. And I believe he's the man to be able to do it, not only through his channel. He's got plenty of videos for you to go watch, but now that he's part of the Guy and Shine show, then he is very well capable of being able to pull up screens and show you exactly on it, like, okay, here, go here, or, those types of things that I'm just not at that level yet. Even if I knew the information, I don't know enough about this stuff, how to pull everything up like that to truly be able to tell you anything. So just know that that's going to start this week. We're going to start and see how, start feeling that out, see how that works, and see how that feels for Tommy and what time feels good. And start bringing you guys something like that so that it can help you grow, maybe help you figure out some of this technology. Because truth of the matter is, guys, I would not be on here using this microphone and using this camera if Tommy Kenyon hadn't have answered my text and said, yeah, I'll meet you backstage. And we weren't on air, so it was all his time dedicated to just helping me. So, I'm always going to be pushing him up, always going to be pushing him up, but he's very knowledgeable and easy to work with. So I'm excited about bringing that to the Guy and Shine show this week. I don't know exactly. I'm thinking Tuesday, maybe start on Tuesday, maybe even start tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how Tommy. We haven't talked it over with Tommy 1,000% as far as days. We've talked it over about doing it and totally on board with that. Just figuring out exactly the schedule. But we wanna try to try to bring you guys some substance as well as entertainment. This is an entertainment channel. So if anybody ever comes at me saying, well, you ain't never showed me how to do anything. Well, I'm not here to show you how to do anything. I don't know how to do anything. I know how to play a guitar. I know how to write some songs. I know how to sing, and I know how to talk, and I like to just get on here and entertain people. But I don't have nothing lofty to teach you. I don't have no education of any sort. But Tommy does. Tommy does. Hey, man. I hope I appreciate you saying that, Noble. It's I told Tommy last night. We was in the backstage area talking, and we was talking about just a bunch of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, your name come up, and I said, it's about 1,000 of nobles. They're not content creators. They're just dads, wives, whatever. Got kids that just want to tune in and have something that's worthy of watching, that they don't have to worry about sending their daughter out of the room because something stupid's going on, or sending their son out of the room because something stupid's going on. But it's about 1,000 nobles that, for me, is that's my win, because I know you're not a content creator. I know that you're not on here for any other reason other than entertainment. And same way with Brother William. I know that he's not, he's not really into creating. I mean, he creates a little bit of content, but that's not his ultimate goal, is to be a YouTuber. Which, shout out to our YouTubers, man. I mean, I'm all about that. But what I'm saying is I realize that I have a mix. I have people in here that are trying to grow a channel. I have people in here that are just supporting to support, so that I can come and support them back, and I'm happy with that. But I'm also trying to look at it from the angle of, I also have just fans in here. They don't want to hear about tech stuff all day. They want to hear some songs. They want to hear some jokes. They want to hear some laughs. They want to have some good times. So trying to find that balance where that we can bring Tommy in, let him tech you up and teach you some things. Because whether you're a content creator or not, there's information that can be shared with you by him that could help you just hooking your stuff up at home. If you just had stuff to do at home, or just understanding how things work, that's what we're trying to do. So, as we grow, we're gonna be doing some different things, and I'm trying to keep everybody in mind, guys. I'm a very humble kind of dude. I know I come off a little bit. I know that. I'm not a dummy. And I'm a humble kind of guy, and I look at things from a very, very, very just cut and dry sort of way. You're either here or here. And when I look at things that way, then I'm honest with myself, and I say, okay, all right. Now I realize that everybody that comes in this chat, everybody that watches my stuff, isn't necessarily a fan. Maybe they dislike me enough to say, well, I support him enough. I'm going to go tune in long enough to give him a view and hit the thumbs up. Maybe there's some that just like me well enough to say, well, I'm gonna go support him because I know he's a man of his word, and he'll eventually he'll make it to my spot and he'll support me back, and I will. But then there's those ones that I know are just here for entertainment, and they want to be entertained. They want to hear some music. They want to hear some fun. They want to have some good times and good vibes. So trying to find that balance is where I'm at. That's where I'm coming at. So this next week, just know that March is going to be bringing some big changes. This is a big change for me, but March is going to be even bigger change. And before March sets in, I made a promise to myself I was going to be here every day through the month of February, even starting before February. I think I actually started on the 28th of January every day, and I'm going to be here every day. And Guy and Shine are going to be here Monday through Friday. And I'm going to be here in the evenings too. Shine might be with me, might be over on his page doing his thing. Either which way, going to be here. But I want to grow. I don't want to just stay doing the same thing. I'm not going to just keep holding this microphone like this. I'm going to buy me a boom arm. I told you all beginning of this month, I'm going to get me a camera. I'm going to get me a camera. I'm going to get me a microphone. I'm not rich. I can't do it all at once. Well, I was blessed with the birthday gift to be able to upgrade and do it. So, when I say I'm going to do it, that's exactly what's going to happen, or I'm going to hair lip the devil from trying. And that's where I'm at these days. I'm trying to grow with you guys. Most of you guys have been right here with me since the beginning. Most every channel that I see in my comments right now, other than a couple, Miss Tracy, Memoirs, William, Noble, all of you guys. I have been seeing you guys coming in and out of my chat for a long time. I got the Gen X effect and the 5Gs almost off grid, been coming around for a long time. Lewis Way, oh so interesting. Big Jack, you guys, I see it, and it's like that's growth to me. I don't care if it's one person a day or one person a week that comes in that's new. I get most excited when I see somebody pop in that's never been here because they're giving me an opportunity to introduce myself in the most personal way that you can here on YouTube. I'm getting that opportunity, and I feel like that's where my work pays off by going through the day, and I spend at least 2 hours a day going and seeing new channels and watching 100% of their videos and leaving comments because I'm trying to grow my subscriber base, but I'm also trying to grow my fan base too. I'm trying to grow people to come into this chat room when I tune in live, and the more people I can get to show up and give me one chance, the more people I get that's coming back because I see it. I see it. All you got to do is be good to people. All you got to do is be good to people. You don't have to cuss out of every breath. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be ignorant. You don't have to be cool. You don't have to be a gangster. All you got to do is just be a nice individual and welcome people like you would welcome them into your home, because here on YouTube, this is my home. This is my home on YouTube, and I try to carry myself on this channel just like I would if I'm sitting in here in my living room without this on. If somebody knocks on my door, I welcome them. I want to know who you are. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to let strangers in, but that does mean that if a stranger knocks on my door and I feel led by the Spirit that there's nothing wrong with that person, I'm going to invite them in, and I'm going to ask if everything's all right. And that's exactly the way I'm going to do it here. I don't care what their name is. I don't care what language they speak. Are you being cool? Does the message that you leave in my chat when Memoirs of a Redneck Barbie translates it, does it come back as a good message? And if it does, then welcome, my brother. Welcome, my sister. I'm glad to have you. I don't care if I can read the message or not. I know it means good. That's all that matters to me. That's what matters to me. So that's where I'm at these days. This month of March coming, I'm going to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to hit it. I'm gonna hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of March. I ain't even spoke that out loud, but y'all can just go look at my subscriber count. Mark my words, by the end of March, I'll hit 1,000 subscribers. But along the way, I'm gonna also find some people that give me a chance and come tune in and want to be a part of things. Big Jack, drop the link. You want to come? All right, I'll drop the link, Big Jack. I like doing that, Big Jack, just because I know how to. For a long time, I didn't even know how. So now that I know how, like, yeah. But yeah, along the way, that's for me, that's been my goal since January 28th when I started. I seen my opportunity. I had been watching all kinds of other people's lives, everybody that I'm associated with. It seemed like no matter what time of day I tuned in, somebody else was on live. And for about a month and a half, I kept putting it off. I was like, well, I don't want to go on right now. So and so's on. Well, I don't want to go on right now. So and so's on. And then finally, I realized if I do that, I ain't never going to carve me out a spot because there's somebody on all the time. So that's why that I chose the times I chose. And that's why that I'm being so stickler about it, is because I took my space. And just like we all have to. You got to just find your spot. But I think it's about consistency too. I think it's about consistency. If you say you're going to do it Monday through Friday, 10 to 1, then do it Monday through Friday, 10 to 1. That's what people want. People respect you when you're a person of your word, no matter how small it is. And on YouTube, it seems like the least little thing can get you headed in the wrong direction. That's why and from now on, I carry myself these days. I carried myself for about 25 years as a heathen, and I tempted fate, and I wasn't a nice person. I did stupid things, and I said stupid things, and I used every excuse in the book to be able to say and do these stupid things. And these days, I don't do that. I don't do that. This is my chance for, starting anew, starting afresh, and doing something that I want to do, something that I believe in, something that I know that I can do. And nobody can take it from me. Like I say, I'll come on here whether it's just me. Guys, I've been making videos in front of a camera for the past 6 months. Wasn't nobody there to talk to. I loved it. I don't care. I'll come on here and talk to this camera. I like this camera. It looks good. I like the looks of that fella too. What's up, Big Jack? How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing there, guy? What's going on?
Man, hey, watch it. Yeah. I got me a button too, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Look, I was just thinking, I heard it earlier. I said he's a professional now. He
Yeah,
on top of this thing.
man. I was kind of thinking that it was going to take me like, today was my birthday.
Happy
So
birthday to you.
thanks,
That's why I
man.
wanted to come on and say happy birthday to you.
Thank you, man. I turned 48 today. My parents are
Okay.
still alive, and of course, my mother and father-in-law are still alive, and they're a blessing in my life.
Mm.
And they pretty much, my wife knew kind of what I wanted, but I'm the kind of guy. I'm not going to ask you to get me something because I just don't like. My parents will ask me, "What do you want for your birthday? Or what do you want for Christmas?" It's like, guys, give me what you feel like. Like I don't like to tell you
Right.
because most of the stuff I want's pretty expensive. So it's like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? But at the same time, my parents and her parents and my wife, they're the kind of people like they would rather buy me something that I want than to buy me something that maybe I want. So
Right.
they bought me this handy dandy microphone. They got me one of them little boxes with all the stuff on it. And check this out, Big Jack. Yeah, check this out. And I got me a
Oh, wow.
streaming camera. Huh?
Wow.
Got me a streaming camera, bro.
Yeah.
And you can turn it side to it'll
Oh,
turn all the
man.
way around. but
Yeah,
like I'm just now learning. It's got a remote, man. I mean,
I
come
got you,
on
man.
now, you
Yeah,
know, like.
yeah.
But hey, you did a great job last night, dude. That was fun. That was
No,
fun.
I appreciate it. One, I appreciate you being on the show, and we did have a good time. I really did have
Yeah,
a good time.
yeah,
I look back at it, and I'm looking at the video over and over and over, and I'm at no time am I thinking, what could we do different? It was more, I know we're working on sound and things like
yeah.
that, but I'm already looking for people for the March show and getting ready for
Um,
March. So
did you happen to see the fellow Gaston's guitar covers in your chat last night?
yeah, yes,
From
yeah,
he's been to my channel quite a bit, and he's been
okay,
on my channel.
okay,
I'm going to suggest to him to come email you about being
okay,
on.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's a good. I mean, he's a good talent. I mean, he can sing and play really good. So, I'm gonna send him over to you, man.
Like I
Get
say,
him
if there
set up.
anyone you can send my way, and then anyone we can get on, because we had a good time. I did 100%. I could tell you I was nervous. I was
Yeah,
nervous from the whole
yeah,
day, and
yeah.
because you just want things to go right. You want it
That's
to be,
yeah.
and especially when you're taking people's time like yours and Shine and the Rose, the twins. I don't want to waste your time with garbage. And like I said, you're putting your channel, your reputation, and all of that on the line at the same time. So with all of that, I want to make
Yeah,
sure that we present you well, and that was one of the
yeah,
biggest things that I wanted to get across. That we have a lot of talent in the community. We said that,
yeah.
and you didn't disappoint, even with your magic trick, and you disappeared. We was able to find the light in that and have a good time with it.
That was so funny because Bill, I was sitting here and I was playing and I was kind of looking down so I could see the monitor there, but I really wasn't paying attention to it. Well, I seen it go black and I thought, well, maybe he's just switching things, like maybe he was just doing something and switch because I hit buttons all the time that like I
Mhm.
didn't mean to do that one. Well, I kept on going and then I looked up and like looked and I'm like, there ain't nobody there, man. Like everybody's gone. I'm like, I
You
didn't
know
do
what?
nothing. That's the first thing on my mind was like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't move.
Yeah, and look, and I might have done it. And I'm more thinking, what did I do? But I did remember you had posted a video that we might have used. When I deleted or took that video off, I think it took you off with the video. So
The one
I
that was under it,
right,
the
right,
video.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
it could have been me. I don't know, but
it's all good,
you
man.
handled it like a true soldier. You came right back and sang the song again, just as good as you did the first time, and I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Like I say,
man.
I had to put a quarter in the cuss jar, 'cause- but it was
I feel
so
most proud about that is that I drew a cuss word. It's like,
yeah, because like
if
I
there's
was
anybody else that like I feel like I should get a separate trophy, Bill. I think I should get a separate award, being that I did draw the only cuss word
yeah,
that.
you sure did for sure. So, but I did
Maybe
send
you
an
should
email.
sign my trophy for me. You should sign my
Yeah,
trophy.
I sent the email out to y'all so I can get some addresses so I can send out
Ah,
your stuff. So,
yeah,
but when you get a chance to check it, yeah, yeah.
I will.
And
I
I'm not
will.
looking in the chat. I can see some of them pop up. And William, I see what William said when he get his internet, he's definitely on the show. You're more than welcome, for sure. And that's in everybody. But William, definitely, I want to help him get his channel at least up to get to the 50 mark. So we got to get him up to 50. So if there's
Yes.
anyone that's in here right now that's watching your show and y'all see William's channel, go to that channel and definitely promote him and get him up to at least 50. Let's get him up to 50 so he
Yep.
can do his own live.
Yep.
And that's my push. That's my new push right now. So
Well,
I want to see him at least get to the fit, at least
he
to the 50 mark.
definitely tried for you,
Mm,
because I know he's been on with us a couple times, and he always has issues of
mm.
like it doing the freeze thing and
Right,
just
right.
dropping him out, and then he'll have to call back. But he was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I will try." And I said, "Well, Big Jack will just appreciate you trying on
Trying,
such a
yeah.
short note. Just try, and he'll know
Mhm.
that you tried."
Oh yeah,
But I
without a
also
doubt.
knew that like, okay, if there's only two people there, if it was only me and Sean there, then we would have limped through it. Or if it was only you and us or whatever, it was like we'll get through this.
Oh, we're gonna get through it. Yeah,
It's
we're gonna.
it's not
Hey,
that big a deal, you know what I
I
mean?
like just having the wheel, spinning the wheel was cool as that. So
How
you
did
know
you?
we.
Yeah, what is that? Like
Yeah.
what? Or is that a trade secret? I won't ask on
You
air
know
because I
what?
wouldn't.
Look, and here's the funny part because I say I'm gonna share everything, but every time I share it, and I look and everybody got it, so I said,
Yeah,
let
don't
me
do it.
hold one
Don't
of
do
these
it.
things.
Don't do
Yeah,
it. Don't do it.
let me hold one of these because
I
that's
would.
like you got to have an edge that
I
makes you a
would.
little bit different.
I would. I'll Google it though.
Oh
I'll
yeah, yeah,
Google. I
yeah,
Google
yeah,
everything, Bill.
yeah, yeah.
The one thing that I do, like, I'm not a big phone guy. I'm not. I'm not a big computer guy. Believe it or not. But one thing I do love is the handful of information that's right here on this phone.
Oh
If
yeah,
you want to
yeah.
know something, not just about YouTube, but I mean anything. If you're working on your vehicle and you need to know something. Now, I do love the fact that you can pull your phone out and be like, hey Siri,
Yeah, yeah.
what that is a really cool
Oh
aspect
yeah,
of it.
one
But
hundred
I would
percent.
keep that trade secret too, Bill. I
Oh,
wouldn't give it up, man. I'd
well,
keep it
right
too.
now, and like I say, and it's nothing. It was a free service.
Yeah.
It's like I say, if you Google it, or I can share it. It's not really that much. Like I said, we're not in a competition. It's just the fact that it was a cool feature, and there's so
It
much you can
was.
do with it.
It
There's so
was.
much
That
you
was
can do
cool.
with it that it's like, man, this is like, and that was the one thing I wanted to try to, make it fun, make it entertaining, and at the same time, we just didn't know who was going to be next.
Yeah.
That excitement or the
Yeah.
anticipation of who's going to be next on the
It
block.
was
So
intense, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I wonder who it's gonna be.
Who it's
Like,
going to be? Yeah,
yeah.
even like you still watch it even when it's only one name. Like the
Yeah,
people, both
yeah, you're like, is
it
it
can
really
only be
gonna
one
land up?
person. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
I
but no,
love it, man.
I really had a good time, and I'm
I did
glad
too.
that you were able to be a part of that first show. To the point that the source had shared that video, the one that the Speedy video he shared with
Yes.
me, but then he shared the actual We Be Jamming with
Okay.
a couple of our communities overseas.
Okay.
So I know in the next one we might have some talent coming from I want to say either Korea or the Philippines that might be
Yeah.
coming in.
And
So
they have a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, oh
They
yeah,
have a
yeah.
lot.
So the fact that people even sharing it out and letting others, so we had a good time, and
Yes.
that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about right there.
Yes. Well, and
Yeah.
just getting to meet other people that like I'd never really got to meet the Double Roses twins. I'd
Right,
only
right,
got
right.
to see I got to
Hmm.
see them obviously, but I'd never really had any type of personal, interaction or got to hear them sing like
Right,
that
right.
or anything. So that was really cool. And then, of course, getting to meet your boy and the
Oh
heavy
yeah, yeah.
hitters, and now I bet you they know exactly what was wrong with the sound now. And I
Oh
bet
yeah.
you they,
They said it. Yeah. It
I
was StreamYard and this the limitation that StreamYard gives you when you're trying to hook up everything. But they
yep,
said if they had to do it again, it would be almost like we was in the studio with them. So I'm looking
yep.
forward to getting them back out there.
That's what I
Yeah.
told Sean. I was like, I bet you that they know. And this was the night of the show, and
Hmm.
it was like maybe an hour and a half afterwards or something like that. And Sean had called me, or I'd called him. I don't know which one it was, but we was talking, and I said, "Well, I bet you that they already know how to fix their sound.
Oh
I
yeah.
bet
Yeah.
you that they were belly aching over that until they were like." I know now what I won't do next
Hmm.
time,
Yeah.
because it's one of them things. Until you do it and you hear it, you're like, "Oh no, that ain't gonna work.
Right. Right.
It's not gonna work." And I think that's where my biggest problem is like I've always played acoustic instruments,
Hmm.
so a lot of mic stuff it's over my head.
Right. Right.
It's like I play an acoustic instrument. It don't have to have a mic. It just
Yeah.
plays. You don't have to do all that. And there's a
Right.
reason that I like that. So I don't have to fool with all that. But now realizing like just the simple act of plugging it in through this box will fix everything.
Hmm.
It won't make me play any better. but it'll make what playing I do sound a little bit better. Well, and just
Right.
quality microphone. Like
Yeah.
I've never had nothing like this before. It's actually plugged in. I can hear myself. Like last night when I was playing for you guys,
Right.
I can't hear out of these headphones. I couldn't hear nothing.
Got you.
That's why I had to have one ear out
Right.
so that I could hear myself. But I have to have these on so that I can hear if you say something to me
Mm.
in order to be able to hear that. So it's like, man, this ain't working for me because it's not. Now this, oh, I can hear my voice in real time coming back in my head. So I
Right. Right.
know,
Right.
like, okay, that sounds
Yeah.
okay or that
That's
doesn't
good.
sound okay, you know. But realizing that, hey, all this stuff, I was like, how are they doing that? Like, I was like, I want me some buttons to push. And then my
Right.
wife got me this. I don't know if I can hold it up here, but
You can turn your camera to it. You got a remote. You
you're,
got a remote.
but I've got my hands so full, Jack.
You got a remote. Turn the
I
camera.
got, I got stuff everywhere, dude. It's
Yeah.
just,
Nah.
I'm
Nah.
almost ashamed of my little area because there is so many wires and little tiny, like, gadgets that I don't even know
Yeah.
what they're for. It's just it's a this
But look. Yeah.
that thing is
Yeah.
what she got me, man.
That's what's
And
up. And that's nice.
oh
Yeah.
oh man, once I seen that, I was like, my man's
But
got some background noise.
and the thing is, you've been putting in the time. You've been definitely showing your desire to be professional at what you're doing. I'm definitely loving your show that you have every
Thanks,
day,
man. Thank
and it's no doubt in my mind. Like you say, you're gonna hit that 1,000 mark in March, if not sooner. But we're almost at March, so by the end of March for sure.
I'm
The
shooting for
watch
it.
hours, but the big thing. Is that you still love what you're doing.
Yeah,
That you love what you're doing. Like I say, we can chase the numbers, and it doesn't. It's good to have 1,000 subscribers, 1,000,000 subscribers, all the watch time or whatever. But if it becomes a job, and you're
yeah,
not really wanting to show up and doing it, that's when To me, that's when I'm going to stop. I'm gonna be honest with you. So
yeah.
right now it's fun, and I'm always trying to figure out a new way to be more entertaining without selling myself. So
That's it.
that what we're doing now is what I love to do. Sitting here and talking to you, or doing the Iron Shopping Iron Show, or the We Be Jamming live shows. Those are the things I like to do. I
I,
like to be able, like I say, to interact on the stage with other people,
I'm with
and
you.
and so as long as it's still fun, you're gonna see me. You're gonna see me popping in and out.
Me
But when it
too.
become a job, I already got one of them, so
Yeah, yeah.
I don't need two of
Don't
them.
need
Yeah.
no more of that.
Right,
And
right.
I'm actually just to share this with you, and I really didn't intend upon sharing it with nobody because I'm a firm believer in if you're going to do something, just do it. But one of my future plans is in the next very near future is I think I'm going to legitimize myself as a media person so that
Mm,
I can get my media credentials and be able to go out into the public and ask
right,
questions and go do things that would free me up in a way where right now I'm limited to some places I could go or some things that I could do just because I'm not a media person. I don't have any kind of credentials. So I'm truly leaning
right.
in to just going and doing whatever the steps is. I've looked into it a little bit. Nothing real major or nothing, but I just feel like that for this kind of thing because I've always felt like that. I wanted to explore this option, but I never had. Well, now that I've explored it and I see that I enjoy the backstage work, like I enjoy setting things up and kind of organizing things in my head and kind of figuring stuff out. Now, I don't enjoy new technology until I learn it. And once I learn it, then it's like okay, it's not so bad. But
Right, right,
learning new stuff is always a challenge for me, and it, no kidding. Before Tommy came on this evening, I was trying to hook this stuff up, and my stomach physically started hurting just
right,
because I unboxed this crap, and there was so much stuff that to me it was like I will never get this hooked up right.
mm,
It just ain't gonna happen. Well, I humble myself And I'm like, well, because I know with some electronics, you don't want to just start haphazardly just plugging stuff in.
Right,
So
right.
I called Tommy and I'm like, dude, do you mind to just come backstage with me? You know how we can talk backstage
Yeah,
without
yeah,
being
yeah.
live.
Mm-hmm.
So he come on backstage and I had to do like I just done with you. I had to hold it up to the camera so you could see what actually not this camera, it was the computer camera. But and then I told him what camera that I had. It's a iUzee
Okay.
IUZEE streaming camera, and I thought it would be something crazy to hook up. No, he's like, no, all you gotta do is plug the HDMI cable. He said it so easy, like just plug the HDMI cable in and do that. Sure enough, plugged it in and put some power on it, and I'm like,
Here we
well, why
go.
was my stomach hurting, man? But I think people don't realize when you tell them that you have anxieties about certain things.
Yeah.
Like I physically, the day that you come and help me with this computer, I physically felt sick from it. My
Right.
stomach was just killing me because it was like I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss right now.
Right. Right. Right.
Um, and in my kind of world, uh, the more in control you are, the better.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you want to know what you know. And man, I was like, people don't realize just how uncomfortable this computer is for me. Now it's not now.
Right.
It's actually getting to be kind of fun
Fun.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man, when you're my age and never used one before, and then you all of a sudden are trying to immerse yourself in it, even copy and paste. I didn't know what copy and paste. Man, I seen y'all typing all this crazy stuff in the chats and stuff back in, just not a month ago. And I'm like, there's no way. I'll never be able to. Why do they even add me as a mod? I can't
Right.
type that fast. I'll
Right.
never be able to share all this. And then all of a sudden I learn copy and paste. And I'm like, these geniuses were not typing this out.
No, no,
They
no.
heard, it's just like, because I would watch like Miss Boogie Time or like Memoirs or whoever, like they could share out them links. And I'm like, there's no way that they just went over, looked that up, and then typed all that in
No.
just come on, man. And then finally, somebody showed me what copy and
Copy
paste
and
was.
paste is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It, to me, that was magical. I was like, oh, I found magic. I can now I'll copy and paste the world. If the
Yeah.
world will let me, I copy
Yeah.
and paste it. I'm a copy and paste fool, man.
The
But
the thing
did
that
you?
I noticed is that because a lot of what we do, my channel is very similar to yours, and as far as, but we do everything live.
Yeah,
So it's like we're making on the spot mistakes or things that are not going right, and it's like there's people on the other end that's looking and watching me make these. It's not like I'm going back and editing this. This is like live. This is right
yeah,
now. So when things happen, it's like and
yeah,
you find yourself talking to yourself, and even though you're live, it's like, oh man, I got to share this, and you got to keep everybody still engaged while you're still trying to figure out. And some of the stuff is like it's so simple that it's like, dang, why didn't I know this? But you don't know what you don't know. So um
dude, exactly right there. Because there's like this stuff down here at the bottom.
mhm,
I mean, there's a world of stuff right down there for you
right
to
there,
do on
yeah,
this.
yeah,
I mean, it's like it's just it's still hard for me to believe that on this little device and on this little phone you can do all the things
all
that
the
you can
things, yeah,
do.
yeah,
It blows my mind because though I've had a phone for a long time, I never was a tech guy. I
all
mean, I
right,
used it to call my wife or to call a
yeah.
buddy, or
But you use it as a phone.
I used it as a phone. I didn't even text for a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
yeah.
True story. When I come home from the penitentiary, the boss man that I worked for, I got my job back. He gave me my job back and everything. And when I got locked up, nobody had cell phones. Well, when I come home, everybody
Everybody
had a
got it,
cell
yeah.
phone. Well, when I met my wife, her and I was just dating and everything. She was working at the nursing home, and I was framing a garage up with my dad on the main street there, and she just worked up the road. Well, I swear at lunchtime, I'd sit down and she'd text me something. Well, she'd text me something. I'd be trying to answer that. And before I could get typed to answer that, there'd be 2 or 3 more text messages coming in. And it's like, guys, I don't know how to do this, man. I don't know how you're doing it. But, all this stuff happened in the course of 3 years. Like, I was only locked down for 3 years. But when I went in, nobody had no cell. Well, I say nobody. Rich people had cell phones.
Yeah.
And then when you come home, everybody had them. And it was like mind blowing for me. Like, I can't believe it that everybody's got a cell phone now. But hey, shout out to them. I love them now. Don't get me wrong. I do. But I think that they're the devil in disguise sometimes too.
It can be.
It can be, especially as a dad with a young man, 14 years old. Of course, he's been, having phones in his hand since he was just a youngin, and the knowledge and the stuff. Like, you can put all the parental blocks, all that crap that you want on there. These kids are already smart enough to know how to get past all that.
We had to change to what we call a bark phone. So it's very similar, but it's a program to help block all that stuff out. So
okay,
because BARK, but it blocks everything. Yeah, it blocks everything out. So yeah.
Man, I try to just push on him that, really you're at an age now where the decisions you make could affect your adult life.
Oh yeah.
You're at 14, you can make a mistake now that will carry the rest of your life. When you're 10, you can make a mistake and everybody forget about it. When you're 9, you can make a mistake, everybody forget about it. When you start getting up there to 14, 15 years old and you do something stupid, not only will everybody never forget about it, but you might wind up in jail too. You might wind up in some serious trouble. So I just try to push on him, me and his mommy. I think the best defense is a good offense, and just being ahead of the game and trying to teach him what I want him to know. The moral core of his being. I don't want him learning his morals from this cell phone. And I think that's the challenge as a new parent. I mean, your kids, I guess, they're a little bit older than what mine are.
No, because my youngest is the same age. My 14.
Is the same.
I got a 14.
Man,
so it wasn't so much we can stop him, but it was the stuff that he was getting in that it was harder to block. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we telling you it's inappropriate to send that stuff, but then you're receiving it, and it's like, okay, now it gets a little weird. So look, Guy, I don't want to stop you because I want you to acknowledge your people down there. I'm not seeing the chat, so I can't say who's down there.
Man.
So it's very rare that I'm on the guest side. So I'm still learning the bells and whistles over here. So I'm not seeing the chats at all. So
shout out to everybody.
I want you to make sure that you recognize your people. I'm right here. I ain't going anywhere. So.
Yeah, I see.
Unless you kick me off, I ain't going nowhere. So.
No, I ain't never gonna do that. Memoirs of a Redneck Barbie. Sweet Juicies, appreciate you being here. Tommy Kenyon in the house. Sounds good, brother. Gen X, see you, buddy. Thank you very much for coming over. Els Endeavors, shout out to Tommy. Absolutely. Tommy's been cool with me since day one. Nobled in the house. Appreciate you, man. I want to hear heavy hitters again. Sound was rough during the show, but looking forward to it. Yeah, me too, man. That was what last night was all about, was learning some things and learning some things to do and learning some things.
Yeah, we're gonna get them back out there. We're gonna get them back out there.
Yeah, they really deserve. Really, they should be coming back up as soon as they want to, because they really didn't get to. They didn't really get to put on their show like they wanted to. You know what I mean? I can't wait for them to be able to come back up and jam. I can already tell that I'd like them though, because I was sitting back here in the back. I was playing along with them on that first one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I bet you could ask your son. If I'm not mistaken, they were playing in B. They were playing in the key of B.
In B. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not there to even say what they were, but they're stepping up their game a lot. So and they do deserve to get it. But that's what Jay told me. So Pharaoh Keys, that's my son, the one to playing the keyboard, and he was making a comment. He said the next time they're on, it's gonna almost be like we're in the studio
Yeah.
with them. So they did figure it out. So
Oh,
I'm
I
looking
knew
for it.
they, I
Yeah,
knew it. I knew it because
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I know that they're belly aching over that right now. They're
Mhm.
like, man, this bull crap. What's going on? Like, I could already hear their head. Like, man, there's something there. I know that this ain't right. This ain't. But it's all about plugging in. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know anything about anything, but when I was in a band, I remember that when people would record us live, if we were playing on a big band stage or something, a big stage, when
Uh,
they would record us, all it sounded like was noise. You
mm,
could have the best show of your life live and sound great, but then when they would try to record you with a cell phone or with some kind of little, you know, recorder, then the noise, it just was too loud for the little microphone in there to be able
right,
to
right.
absorb the sound off of it. But we had a mixer guy come up one time, and he recorded two sets for us live to just straight up play just like you would to an audience, or we were playing to an audience, but he was recording. And I remember that he ran everything through this one thing that he had that brought he didn't want nothing coming through a different mic. It had to come through the machine that he was running through, and it sounded great. It was right on. So there's something to do with plugging in. There's something to do with it's above me. It's above my pay grade. That's why I play acoustic guitar.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
why. But
Now
uh
I do know. He said that Streamyard only it restricted them to just two chords, two output type chords. So when they had all the other hooks up, that's why the humming was at first, and they tried to get that straight, but they figured it out. So it was just one of those. And it's funny because my wife had mentioned that. Did y'all do a dry run? And I like we did a dry run, but it wasn't with Streamyard. So
it
and they
doesn't
sounded
count
really good
then.
because they did the when they did the tiny desks, the submittal, they were in the same location. And that sound perfect.
Yeah,
So and so it's like, but we didn't use StreamYard, and that's where we might have should have did it with StreamYard. But hey, we learned. We all
you
learned
learn.
something.
You
Yeah,
learn. You
yeah, we
learn.
all learned
Well,
something.
now they'll be able to, though, the next time that they're on, they could spend a couple minutes touching on for others what they should do to make sure.
Well, the thing is, I'm glad you said that because what I wanted to do is just have a show just dedicated to those who want to come on the show, those who
Yeah.
want to be on the We Be Jamming. We just have a session where we talk about how you set up and how Shine set up, and
Yeah.
so that we all can say, okay, so if you're ever going to bring a band or if you're going to be
Yeah.
a soloist or whatever, this is like these are the hookups you're going to need
Yeah.
before you get there
That
because
would be a good show.
yeah, yeah. So that's going to be something that I'm gonna put together. It'd be more just a time to sit there and then we could talk about the behind the scenes for We Be Jamming
Yeah.
live show, and
Yeah.
we can go through the makings and some of the breakups, not breakups, but some of the things that you're going to need before we get on there.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely going to be that's an idea.
Yeah.
So I'll be tapping on you and Shine and
Yeah.
even the heavy hitters
Yep.
because that info is going to be valuable for the future, for
Yep.
anybody who wants to come on and do it in the future without
Well,
going out. Because if you got to go and spend a lot of money to get the equipment you need to do it, then a lot of people that's not going to do it.
no.
So it's like,
Yeah.
now, and another thing that I did, my video, I got copyrighted on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I got my
But
YouTube video.
did
But
you
it said
look
it
at it?
wasn't a strike. It wasn't a
That's
strike. Yeah, 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 yeah.
that's how because I wasn't doing cover songs at first at
Mm,
all. I was only doing originals.
right.
And I was like, well, how are these other people, how do they do it? Well, I just started doing songs just to see what would happen. I just
Mm,
done cover songs. And then I seen the copyright come up. But then when I looked into the copyright, well, it doesn't affect my channel, so I don't know why they even put that copyright thing under it because it says
mm,
right on it, no effect to the channel.
yeah,
So
yeah. But I
I
guess it's just to let you know and to respect that there is a person out there who wrote that song and make sure they get their credit.
but
So yeah.
they still copyright it even if you put the songwriters
Well,
on
I'm with
there.
you on that, but I think a lot of times is where you don't get the strike because you gave the credit. So when you
Okay.
say like when the twins was singing yesterday, and like I'm gonna sing this song by this person,
Okay.
you're giving them all their credit. You're not saying I
Okay.
created this song. You're saying
Okay.
I'm singing this song by this person, and then and even when it came up, it was more like, hey, yeah, okay, it's copyright. We know that, but you've given them their credit, so there's no
Right.
strike against you. We're not
Right.
acting like we created this song or we made this
Right.
song or trying to make any money off this song. We're just you're just singing. You know, it's a
Just
tribute in
saying.
a sense to that. Yeah.
Well, now will that affect it as far as monetization goes?
No, because there's no strike. It was nothing. It's telling you right
Okay.
now there's no strike against you. So
Yeah.
it counts
Okay.
as your watch hours and anything else that comes out of it. So,
Do
but
you have weird reporting with your watch time hours on live streams? Meaning, like, I have a couple that, like, when I first got done with my live stream, I went and checked my numbers,
mhm,
and they were at a certain number, and then I go back and I check them now, and it's like they got like I went from one live stream, for example, I had 29 hours on when I got off.
mhm, mhm.
Well, now when I go to that same live stream, it says I have point 0.2 hours.
Okay, so when you go back and look at it, you got to look at the tabs up top because it's saying since you released it, since it went live, or since it's been what they call it since
Published.
published, right? Thank you. Since it's been published, and then look at the tabs: 24 hours, 48 hours, 90 days, 365. So I
Okay.
normally go up to 365, and that's where you'll see all your hours. But if you
Okay.
say since the last 24 hours, you might only have point 0.2 hours because that's only yesterday.
That's what
So
it's on
yeah,
is 24
yeah. But
hours.
if you click on 48 or 90 days or whatever, you'll see all the hours
Okay.
that's supposed to go with it. Yeah,
Because I was like, man, that was a big hit, for a
yeah,
little
yeah,
channel. Like, it was like 28 hours. And I'm like,
yeah,
well, where did the 28 hours go? You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? But
But
okay,
no,
that
yeah.
makes
So
better sense.
click the tab, and go to 90 days, or I always go up to the 365 tab. 'Cause that's a
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
and
How
it'll
long have you
say
been on now, Big Jack? How
I
long have you
started
been?
in October.
October. Okay.
So yeah, so the second week of October is when I started.
Okay. I
So I
started
just
September 18th.
okay, so say we right in that neighborhood. So
Yep.
I just crossed 1,000 watch hours.
Wow.
So I just went over 1,000 watch
I
hours.
think I'm
So
at 1100 and something.
yeah, yeah. So yeah. So
But
and
that's
that's
because of a couple bigger videos that I've
yeah,
had. You
yeah.
know,
And the thing is, and it is so it's not as easy, but it's right now it's like you get the hours, especially with the shows and this and that. And some shows do much better than others.
yeah,
You can walk away from a show and you got 50, maybe 50 watch hours out of one show or whatever. So it's
yeah.
like, hey, it's coming.
And then you
But
might walk out of one where you got 6 hours
yeah, yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
one.
Six,
Uh,
6 or
eh,
less. Yeah.
eh,
But the thing is, that it's still growing, that people are still
yeah,
watching and viewing, and then that's where you get a lot of your time is just on people. They're gonna come back and look at it later or whatever. And so I don't really get caught up in in the hours because it's gonna come.
it's
The
gonna
big
come.
thing with me was the 50 subscribers
To go
because that's
live.
what I needed to go live. And
Yeah.
and as long as I can keep that 50, I'm good to
Well,
go.
I think you got
Um,
pretty good cushion, Big Jack. I think
I
you.
got a little bit. And
Yeah.
look, and it didn't. And that was like a big blow up because now every report I get saying how I'm way below I was last month, and then like it took off in that 1 month, and I don't even know what it was that did it, but it did, and I'm glad. But at the same time, the 50 is what I was looking for, and
Yeah.
once I got that, and then StreamYard. So I'm more promoting StreamYard over. You see it on my thumbnails and all that. I put StreamYard up in the corner
Yeah.
because that's the product that I use, and
Yeah.
I'm having fun with
Well,
it.
there's
And
nothing wrong with that, neither,
yeah,
man. Oh,
yeah.
no, I had to upgrade. And I did change things up and use my own logo. But shout out to StreamYard. I mean,
Mm.
this stuff is easy, man.
Oh
Once you
yeah, yeah.
know the basics,
Right,
I
right.
say easy. You know what I mean by easy. If you know how to, if I already knew how to use the computer properly,
Mm.
this would have been simple
Simple,
to
simple. Yeah,
just
yeah,
come
yeah.
on and do.
Yeah.
My biggest problem was the fact that I didn't know how to use the computer because
Mm.
StreamYard is easy once you get
Right.
in here and start pushing buttons. Which buttons and me, man, I don't know. I couldn't even figure out how to slide the little thing on the video camera. So you
It's
just
all good.
yeah,
You
that
was
was
there. You was right there. That was the funny part with it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
You
have
was
still
right
been
there.
sitting here just like this, Bill. Because I wasn't gonna give up. It was like I done went live now. Now if I quit, everybody will know me as the dude that quit. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I'll sit on here till my face is melting over into the computer, but I ain't quit. I ain't gonna quit. Or until the
Nah.
computer dies. If you're monetized, you won't be able to monetize that video in question.
Mm. What happened? If you're
If you are
monetized.
monetized, you won't be able to monetize that video in question.
Okay. All right. So what
Okay,
I
I see
what I
what you're.
was good. The only thing I was told on that was that the fact that they sent you that, and if it says that it's no strike against you, but here this is what we said with the go with the we be jamming. We be jamming live because we want people to come on and bring whatever they have. If we have to make that private and it doesn't, then we just don't use it. I'm not going to allow monetization and all that stop me from having a good time. And that was the whole purpose of we be jamming is a good time.
Yeah,
So that was the game to it. The three songs that the twins sung was the three songs that was a strike. So none of your songs, none of Shine's, they were all three of her songs. So I can go in and take those songs out,
yep.
or I could just make it private or whatever. But
Well, and
I,
now if you went in and took like just their songs out, then it's just those minutes that you lose, right?
right, right,
It,
right. I
it's
believe so. Yeah, and that's where they tell you how to fix it. Matter of fact, they even show you the blocks where you can go in each one of them and remove it. So
okay,
it's like they make it super easy to fix the problem.
okay.
But I
Because I've
was
never had to fix one. I've never
right.
had one that it's
Well, the
always
thing
just.
is, your video, because you were streaming at the same time, your video might have the same copyright
I
issues.
bet you it does. I
Yeah,
hadn't
yeah,
even looked.
yeah,
I'll go
yeah.
look.
So when you look at it and you see it, so it's just the thing is, but it showed you where the problem was and everything. So again,
Yep, it sure
yeah, yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah,
Copyright.
yeah, right, yeah. So and that was because we all was streaming the same songs. So, but
I'm
that's why
with
I
you
was.
though. I don't care because if it to me it's like this. When it comes to what you're doing, or like if we hosted something like that, I don't
Mhm.
want to hold people back
Right, right,
just
right.
because of 3 or 4 minutes. Sing your
Mhm.
song. Sing the song that you want to
Yeah,
sing. And
yeah.
if it's that big a deal, we'll just cut. Like you
Well, I
said, you
mean,
can put it
it'd
in
be
private.
hard. It's really hard to find a lot of people in here that would have their own songs that
Hmm.
they're not gonna sing any covers. I mean, that's like shoot. I mean, that's some real talent. And not saying that we don't have some talented people, because there's people that have it, but I can promise you there's more that don't have it than there's the ones
Well,
that do have
very
their own
true.
songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
and
I've got a catalog just because I've wrote my whole life. So I could easily do 3 or 4 hours of nothing
mm,
but
right, right.
of original music. But that's not to say that all of them are good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like I understand people's dilemma with writing songs. It's like I've got a lot of songs that I've wrote, but I don't have that doesn't mean I necessarily want to share them with everybody. Doesn't mean
Right,
that I'm
right.
proud enough that like, hey, I want you to hear this. But I don't. I'm with you, man. And well, my thing is though, is like, okay, if they did monetize me, well, then give them people the few cents that they think that I owe them.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
I mean,
But
if that's the case, if I owe them a nickel, then give them their nickel.
Yeah, look, I fixed it, so I'm looking at the chat and all. I see that William said writing songs is hard to do. So I
It's
can 100%. I can only imagine. I know that the heavy hitters write a couple of their songs. Well, I know they wrote a lot of their songs, but they do cover songs as well. I've seen the shows, and it's when you're on live, you're asking somebody to, like I say, use your talent, and then it's like, okay, all right, I'm using my talent, but my talent is singing. My talent is not songwriting.
mm,
So, so I can sing the song, and I can almost sound like the person who wrote the song, or actually singing it on the. Because even a lot of people that sing the song didn't write the song.
yeah.
They have,
Most
yeah, most of
most
them right. So that's what I'm saying. It's not an easy task.
it's
So for
not.
me to say, hey, we doing a once a month show, and I want you to come with your own material, and this. How dare you if you don't even sing at all? You ain't you ain't doing anything but hosting the show. So
Yeah,
I definitely, to me, like I say, I will make that video private. It
yeah,
won't be, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I appreciate people, and I think it was Tommy that put it up there. But I appreciate that people sharing that information with us because you don't want to get caught up where you think you're getting ready to be monetized and find out a lot of your stuff got to be pulled because you don't want to be monetized and then go through the demonetization or whatever.
right.
Because I heard that's even worse than the process of getting there.
Well, I
Because
just
I'm sorry. Here's the thing: once you get all the watch hours, then it stops because you got the watch hours, but then after that, it's all about views. It has nothing
yeah,
to do with the hours anymore. So
and
now it's like how many views you get. So it's like, yeah, you got all these hours, and now it's about how many people you getting to view you. So it's like, like
and
what
it
the
don't make if you really get down to it. I mean, I don't care, but it doesn't make no sense about the whole 1,000 sub part. It's like to me, if you're able to hit their goal of say 4,000 hours, whether you had one subscriber or 1 million subscribers, like if you're getting the amount of views and you're getting enough that they're putting stuff on your channel and making commercials, then you should be getting a couple cents off of that
yeah, yeah.
yourself. All right. Well, like for example, they say you get 70%, they keep 30, right?
Right.
Isn't that the way it works?
That
Okay,
I don't. Yeah.
if that's the case, once you get monetized, if you get to that 4,000 watch hours and you get to 1,000 subs and they give you 70% and they keep 30%, okay, well, if before then that you have the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, why not give me 30% and y'all keep 70%? 'Cause
100%.
you're running commercials on all my stuff. Everything that I have has commercials on it. I didn't
Right.
put them there. They're not my ads.
Right.
So, okay, you're running ads on my stuff. You tell me I have to get to a certain point for me to get paid, but yet you're getting paid all along up until I get to that point.
Right.
So,
Right. Right.
I don't know. I don't really
Yeah.
care. I really don't
Yeah.
care. My money comes regardless. This doesn't have nothing to do with my income.
And that's the
Uh,
whole thing. Yeah.
you
This
know,
is this is my fun right here. This is
if anything, I've
yeah.
spent money. If anything,
Yeah.
I've probably got $200 worth of little crap laying around. Stuff like this, Big Jack. Stuff like this. Yeah.
No, I look at
I despise all them little old things laying around. It's
right.
like cords of all
Mm.
different kinds.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
just, I'm just,
Yeah.
man, I'm too disorganized for this stuff. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm gonna get off here, Big Jack, because my stream is
No.
just about done. It's my
Right.
birthday day, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm wore out. I'm gonna get me a good night's sleep and be ready to fire off in the morning. I just wanted to see, do I sound pretty good? Do I sound better?
You sound awesome.
Man,
Yeah. Hey.
I've been belly aching over trying to figure out how to do this sound and how to keep things, do things right. So that feels good to hear. Um,
Nah, I'm like I say, I'm looking at you, and I remember that first day of StreamYard, and now, and I'm like, this ain't even the same person, and it wasn't that long ago. So
ain't
keep
been that
doing your
long ago.
thing, man.
I had to
Keep doing
force
your
feed
thing.
this. I had to force feed this stuff to myself for a couple of
Right.
weeks, man, and just kind of whether I wanted to or not, just keep doing it till it felt comfortable. Till like, okay,
Nah,
you hit
nah,
this
but
button, you hit this button, and now it got me. I mean, I mean, I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I love it.
I
I
had to
mean,
go out and record, not record some sounds, but move some sounds over to StreamYard. That's how I was able to get the applause and all that yesterday. So,
okay, so you
so
can do it without having this box then.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
I thought so. I thought you could, but I
So
didn't know.
down on your StreamYard, all the way at the bottom where the sounds is, like with your music, where you can, you know how they got the rock, the pop, and all that. You
Hmm.
can add sounds, even sound effects to
Yep.
that area too, and
Okay.
that's where,
Okay.
yeah. So
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
you would the song, because we've got songs loaded up and
Right,
stuff
right,
like
right.
that down
Same
in
as
there.
songs, but you can use it. So you just have to know which button that is and hit the button when you want to hit it, so to do the
Yeah.
same thing. But no, your box is much better though. It's
Hey,
much better.
I love that. I love that. I
Mhm.
don't know why, but I think it's just cool. And there's other stuff that I don't know how to do nothing with yet, but I don't care. I don't
Yeah,
care. I'll just keep
yeah,
doing it until it
yeah.
some
Hey, look,
like
it's all coming together. It's all coming together. So I can imagine when you step your game to the next level and get into the broadcasting part, you're gonna be on fire for
I
sure.
can't wait, man. I'm seriously gonna look into legitimizing about the media thing, uh,
Right.
because I do like the idea of being able to go and talk to people, but I want to be legitimate too. I mean, I don't want to be run out of somewhere just because I don't have a media pass. I want to have a media pass. Uh, I
Okay.
see a lot of people in here, brother, from your
Oh
side.
yeah, yeah. I added
Lyrics,
in. They're out there, but
lyrics by
that's
Nitya. Thank you for being here. Memoirs. I see a Chris
yeah,
the Flash. Thank
Chris the
y'all.
Flash. Yeah,
Everybody in here. Appreciate you
yeah,
guys.
yeah. And
Thank
it's
you.
funny because my first name is actual William, but they're talking to William, so I can't tell if they're talking to me. It's
Yeah.
like being at
And
home.
why is it that Bill is the nickname for William? You knew what I was gonna ask. Like
Mhm.
why, like how did they find Bill in
I don't
William?
know.
You
I
see
don't
what
know. It's
like?
like the nickname for Richard. Who knows? I don't
Yeah,
know.
why? Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
in my family, and I think I said this before in one of my shows, but there's five Williams in my family,
Oh
so we
my
all had
god.
to come up with something. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's no way that we can't even go to a family function
Oh
using just
no.
William because everybody looking when they call it. So and from my days of playing football is when Big Jack actually was
Is that
given
where
to
it
me
came from?
because it's almost like a Mack truck. So like
Yeah.
here come Big Jack, he got Mack in there, yeah. So
Yeah.
about to roll somebody over,
Hey,
and
did you ever hear of a young football player? I know he's younger than you, but a young football player named Ahmad Bradshaw?
yes, yes, hmm,
Yeah, he used to come over to my house when he was a young man. My
okay, all
best
right,
friend and him played football together through high school,
mm,
and him and my best friend and their buddies used to run around. And I was just a young man, but I got married when I was 19, had my own
okay,
place, and it was a place for everybody to be able to come and hang out and stuff.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But yeah, he was always a cool dude, but he was small back in the day. Like when I knew him in his ninth grade year. Oh, he's tough as whit leather, but he was small in comparison to the dudes he was running around with. But he was a good football player. But he was
right,
surrounded by good football players.
mm,
And Coach Carlock, his coach from high school, he's dead and gone now. He was a great coach.
mm,
And Graham, Graham High School here in Bluefield, they were known for having a great football
right,
program. And he run a hard ship,
mm,
from what I understand. To hear my best friend talk about him, he's like, that was the one thing that he appreciated about Coach Carlock was the fact that he, was dead set on it. But I just wanted to shout him out because I haven't seen him since. I haven't seen him or nothing. I'm not friends with him or anything, but I just know that he was a football player and he was a running back.
right,
And he's tough. He's a tough little. He wasn't big though, like big like what
right, right,
you
right,
would think football player big. But hey, when
right,
somebody's 5'9" and weighs 200 pounds and can run a 4.5 and hit
yeah,
you, hey, I ain't getting in that. I ain't getting in his way. I
yeah,
can tell you that right now.
yeah.
I ain't trying to get.
my playing days, coming out of high school, going into college, because I'm 6 feet tall, so that was my height. I
Yeah.
was 235 coming out of high school,
Oh
and I
wow.
ran a 4.5 40. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you was
Yeah,
moving.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
I could
was
move pretty much. A big
moving.
old dude. So
Yeah.
that's why when if you ever watched anybody that comes on, they're like, yeah, you didn't want to get in his way, But
No.
I,
No.
yeah, but
I ain't
I
getting that.
broke two vertebrae, and that definitely
Is that
changed the
what?
game.
Is that what?
Yeah,
Did you do that playing? You did that.
I did that playing baseball. Yeah, and in high school. So my junior year of high school, I was playing baseball, broke two vertebrae. They did all the surgery, get me back up. And well, let me see. It happened my junior year of high school. We didn't find it until my senior year because I went 6 months with a broken back before they realized it was broke. And
Dang.
so while I was playing football, they did the surgery so I can go to college. And then when I got to college, that's when it really more took its toll.
Wow.
It just where I lost, and I share it now because I want other people to know that what I lost is my heart. I lost my heart because I was afraid for the
Yeah.
first time ever playing the game. I
Yeah.
was afraid of getting hurt, and
Yeah.
you can't play like that out there,
Yeah.
not at that level.
Yep.
And so I share that because the thing is, it's like it's okay. It's
Yep.
okay for a man, or it's okay to say, "Hey, I was afraid. I
Yep.
was afraid to get hurt. I was afraid to go through that surgery again, the pain I was in, and all of that. And
And possibly be
it
paralyzed.
yeah, and it wasn't worth it. So, and that's when he's like, this is a game, and this is so. I after that, it just changed my life or how I looked at stuff.
Yeah.
I look at
Yeah.
it totally different now because it is a game. It's a
Yep.
game I love to play, but it's just a game. And when it was almost taken away from me,
Mm.
it's like, okay, what's your plan B and what's your plan C? Because at that time, I wasn't thinking about going to class and going to college and all. I was thinking about going to college, but I was thinking about going to college to be a player,
Yeah.
not to be
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
student.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's where But I don't want to take up your time.
Oh,
We can
you're
talk
not
about that
never
another
taking it.
opportunity.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
start saying bye about 2 hours before I actually ever. I'll get started
Mhm.
going through the comments again, be stuck for 45 minutes shouting
Oh
somebody
yeah.
out over a question. But yeah, I can understand that because there was several things as a young man that I think that I would have probably been pretty good at, but because of health issues, I
Mm,
was scared. It was like I don't
yeah,
want to get hurt. I don't want to not be able to at least get up and walk around. And
hmm
when you have health problems or you've had a broken back and you're thinking, well, now wait a minute, this injury might not just put me out of the game, it might put me out of the game
Oh
of
yeah, the
life.
game. Yeah,
I
yeah.
might be stuck in a wheelchair or stuck in a bed somewhere, or stuck in a nursing home somewhere, because I had a total hip replaced at 23 years old. And
Right.
it wasn't from an injury, it was from health, just a
Oh wow.
disease I was born with.
Right.
So that limited me right out the gate. Is like, well, now, wait a minute. My body's already weak. The last thing I need to do is to get hurt in any type of way. So
hmm
I've always been kind of, I don't want to say I've always been super careful, but I've always just kind of knew in the back of my head, like, I don't need no car accidents. I don't need no motorcycle accidents. I don't need no four wheeler accidents. I don't need to be riding no bulls. I don't need
Right.
to be riding no horses. I don't need to be doing no skydiving. I just ain't built for it. I wish that I
Right.
was, and some. I'd have loved to went into the service. I'd have loved
Mm,
to went in the military.
right.
I just knew that that just wasn't an option.
Yeah.
It was like you don't have that option. Okay, you might could fake it to get in, but then are you going to last if you don't tell them that you have these medical issues and then they find out about it once you get there? You're going to be out back anyway. So man, when you have
Yeah.
health issues or you have injuries, it does change you. It does, whether you
Tell me
know.
about it, because when I first went in, I mean, I had to, remember I went in after, I went into service after college, so not even after college, halfway through college. So I went in with the back injury, I went in with
Mm,
the surgery, and a lot of people maneuver a lot of stuff to get me in. And my first, like, say, first 3 or 4 days. basic training, drill sergeant comes up and they reading off this list. And they like, if you got this, if you lied about this, then you gonna go to jail. And I'm sitting there like, oh shoot, I don't want to go to
I
jail.
don't want to go to jail.
I'm up there snitching on myself, telling everything.
Yeah.
And the drill sergeant was like, you in now, private. Don't worry about it. You in now. I'm like,
Well,
I'm
then why
telling
did you
everything.
just put me through
Yeah,
this then?
I'm telling everything. I was like a canary out there singing.
No
And
doubt.
it was just the
Did
fact
you
that
have any reason for going into the branch that you went into? Was there any particular?
my grandfather was Vietnam. He was in the
Okay.
army, and he was killed in Vietnam. So to
Oh,
me, it was
okay.
more of a walking in his footsteps, and
Yeah.
that's why I picked the army over any. If I could
Yeah.
do it again, I would have did Air Force. But
Would you? How? I mean,
yeah,
why? I don't know. Why would you? Why would you choose Air? I mean, why is that?
Air Force more look out for their soldiers better than the
Okay.
other branches. So,
Okay.
the Air Force they pamper their soldiers more than the other
Okay.
branches.
I was
You know.
locked up with a dude that he was in the Navy, and I asked
Mhm.
him that same question when we was locked down together. I said, Stretch, I said, you know, just curious, how come you chose the Navy? He said, because it was the easiest, and they paid the best.
Right.
That's what his motive. He was like, it was the easiest, and they paid the best. Um,
Yeah. They'll
now that's
they'll
been a
give you
lot
a
of
little
years
extra.
ago.
They'll give you a little extra in the Navy because you're gonna be stuck down in those
Yeah,
solo situations. Yeah.
I
The
wouldn't
Air
want to do it.
Force. The Air Force will give you, where in the Army I had to sleep in a pup tent, in a shelter. It's a tent made for two people.
Yeah.
In the Air Force, they give you a penthouse. Like, wait a minute. So they got phones and beds and this. I'm like, I'm out here in a tent with two people, but
Uh,
it's a
yeah.
big difference.
And
Big
you're the
difference.
size of two people, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
100%.
it's like,
I went in the military. And I'm still straight off the field, straight off the college football field. I went in the military at 250, so
wow.
250 pounds. I could run just as fast. I was just as
Yeah,
strong. It was just one big walking muscle.
yeah.
And but that's when I went in. So drill
What was
sergeant used to give me
basic easy for you?
it
Well,
wasn't
or
no. I was about to say the drill sergeant used to give me a
yeah.
hard time, because they kept asking me, "What are you doing here? You too dang big. You should be on somebody's football field." Now I said, "Just I already did all that. I'm here now because of that. Just didn't work out for me." But they would have me running suicides and
Oh
doing
man.
extra push-ups and this and
Yeah,
that just to see,
yeah,
can he do it? Can they break me? And
yeah,
I'm getting out with a smile on my face, like, okay,
yeah,
what do you
yeah,
want to do next? What's
yeah,
next? Like,
yeah.
yeah. But
Stout
the
as a mule.
only thing that got me was to run. I mean, I could run fast, but I couldn't run long. So
Right.
when they like, we're gonna do a 2 mile run, like, you might as well told me we gonna run for 2 days, because it didn't matter. So, I can do it at a slow pace, but like, now tell me to run 100 yards, I'm there in 11 seconds.
Pretty
But
quick.
yeah, you tell me running, the 2 miles, it's like, shoot, you just shoot me now and get it over with. I'm all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
I can run 100, rest for a little while, run another
Yeah,
100,
yeah, yeah,
rest for a little while.
yeah. I'm more thinking like name a combat situation where I got to run 2 miles. No, I'm just gonna run from here to there, jump down in that foxhole or whatever and shoot. But
Yeah.
it's all good. But
Well, did you have other family as well that went into the service, or
well, yeah, I don't know if you've seen on my show. My brother, he's an army.
okay,
He was on the Iron Shop, and he came on as a guest, and he retired as an army officer.
okay.
So he flew helicopters, the Black Hawk helicopters,
Oh
and
man,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
one of
Did he
those
fly
cool
Black Hawks?
jobs.
I think he had Apaches. I think he had the Apache, but anyway, so yeah, so he went in, and so I got a couple of family members that actually
Yeah,
went in. Yeah,
awesome, man.
so yeah, but we
Awesome.
all went in for different reasons. No, it's not like it's
Yeah,
a family tradition or anything like that. It's just,
right, right.
yeah, I think everybody has the opportunity should go in and serve
I do too.
one tour when you be all right.
Well, I do too, especially if you're young and healthy and able to. I know I don't. My boy. I encourage him. I hope he. I hope. I want him to do what he wants to do. but I certainly would never frown upon him going into the service.
Right.
I think it's an honorable thing to do. And if you play your cards right, my best friend and I have had this conversation many times. And him and I both were in the same position back in the day. We let dumb stuff get in our way. We let alcohol, we let other things lead our lives, and that goes in personal life. And he would be the first one to tell you that if not for just drinking and being wild and crazy while he was in the military, he'd probably still be in the military. Because he just, he was young, wild. You put that many young men together, well, they're probably not going to behave. They're probably going to get into some mischief. And for those, he was never into any kind of drugs like that, but alcohol just, it made him mean. And then you're in a situation where being mean is kind of acceptable, but if you be mean enough, you're going to get in a lot of trouble over it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's pretty much where he found himself. Was like he reached that 4-year mark where he realized, well, I'll never even be able to put enough rank under my belt to sign on for the next 8 years or whatever it is.
Right.
So it was like, it was almost forced, like, dude, you're just going to be wasting 4 more years and you'll still not make rank to be able to sign up and stay. So might as well come on out.
Yeah,
he honorably come out.
Right.
But he reached a point where the trouble, the losing rank, and all that kind of stuff. Now you done lost rank. Well, now you don't have time to gain that rank back before the next cycle, so you'd be out either way. So you might as well just come on home. So that's what he did. He come home, went to work in the coal mines.
Right.
That's pretty much the best paying. I mean, around here, if you're not a doctor or an attorney or something like that, if you want to make a good living, you go into the coal mines. I mean,
Yeah. I know a lot of people. But I ended up, like I said, I went. Well, I don't know if I ever said that, but I went to college at West Virginia Tech. So
yeah.
I went down there in Montgomery, West Virginia. So
Yeah, I know where
So
Montgomery's
I
at.
know about the coal mines and all of that. So
Yeah.
knowing people who worked in them, I've never
Did
worked
you
there.
ever hear of McDowell County, West Virginia?
Yeah.
I'm about 6 miles from McDowell County, West Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah. I can be in West Virginia 6-8 minutes, something like that.
Gotcha.
I can be in West Virginia. I'm down in the I'm in the mountains, bro. I'm in the mountains,
Oh, yeah.
man. It's deep in the mountains where I'm at.
Yeah.
And moving from Baltimore, as I told you down here, that was culture shock. That was
I
a
can only
culture
imagine.
shock, man.
Well, that was the same thing
I,
because I'm from that Washington D.C. area,
yep,
and the pick one Virginia Tech, which is in Blacksburg, Virginia.
yep,
So that was
yep.
a little different. But man, when I got to Montgomery, West Virginia, like whoa, wait a minute,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There
yeah,
ain't nothing. There ain't nothing but a school. I mean, well, in that area, once you get out of the school area, there is nothing.
there's
There is
nothing. We
nothing.
taking those hills and mountains to get to Beckley or
Yep,
Charleston or whatever. But
yep.
yeah, where you was at, there was nothing in that little area. But
There still
hey,
ain't.
yeah,
There's
the Canal River, that was it.
Yep, Canal
Fishing the
River, man.
canal, fishing in the
Yep,
Canal River.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
But sir, I'm gonna say happy birthday to you again
Thank you,
before the
man.
time run out. It was a
Yep.
pleasure being on here with you. I appreciate
Pleasure
it.
to
I
pleasure to
did
have
see your
you.
name. I see your
You
name
know,
come through when I was on the Iron Sharpening Iron show
yeah,
today. And so I thank you for popping in on it and helping
absolutely, man.
support.
I'm
And
learning how to do two different. I was in here working
right.
with Tommy on my computer, and I seen that you was on. I was like, well, wait a minute. I can do two things at once.
There you
I
go.
can
There you
open
go.
this up, and I can support Big Jack, and I can do my computer.
So,
I'm learning because
I appreciate
therefore
that.
for a long time, Big Jack, I was doing everything on this phone. And it was wearing me out trying to go to this one's live and then leave that one's live and go over to this one's live. I didn't know how to separate it. I didn't know how to do all that, man. Now I
Right.
do. But I wanted to tell you on the Guy and Shine show or on this, either which way, when you're going to be doing your stuff and you've got any type of promotional commercial that you've got going on or like promotional ad, if you would like to share it to me so that throughout our show we can run that 15, 20-second ad that you have,
Right.
I would love to be able to do that so that we could shout out your next show or whenever you have it coming up that it's coming. And as we do our morning show, hey, y'all go support Big Jack. Here's the little
No,
trailer for his stuff. That's an option for you
no,
if you
I
would. Yeah,
appreciate that. I mean, all the help we can get to promote the show and keep it
yeah,
moving. Like I said, if you come across anybody you want to recommend to put them on the stage and get them some exposure and things like
yeah.
that, send them my way because like I
Okay,
say, every month we're trying to book,
okay.
a 4 to 5 for sure. And, 5 is the max. We don't want to go over 5, but
Mm.
if we can get 4 to 5, if we get down to one, we'll just have fun with one. But
That's right. Well,
yeah,
are you
but
trying to keep it around an hour? Is that what you're trying to do, or two
we can
hours?
always. The thing is, I don't want to take. See, the thing is, when you have different guests coming in, you don't want to take their time. So I like to keep everybody on the stage and be able to interact like that. So I say 1 hour, but now if you can go more,
Mm.
then we can keep on going. But if I don't want to take your time away from you, because you might. But if somebody say I got to drop, then they just drop off, and we just keep on having fun.
That's right. Well,
So
I just
yeah,
because I was thinking about your time the other night, and I was like, well, by the time you do a little bit of an introduction and take a little bit of time in between to explain what's going on and how it's going, you've really only got about 45 minutes
right,
in an
right,
app. You've
mhm,
already ate up 15 minutes of your time
right, right.
trying to do that kind of thing. And
Yeah,
I was like, an hour would have to be like truly structured. Like, okay, as soon as you come on, you've got 10 minutes, and then as soon as you come on, you got 10. So I think just stretching it out there, hour and a half or something like that, where
no.
you kind of have that cushion and people know, like, hey, you're gonna be here for an hour and a half, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
and again with that, if someone has to go, they just say, "I
they
gotta
can
go,
they
I
can
gotta
drop,
get
yeah,
out of here," and we keep on
yeah.
moving. So I like the idea. It changed while we was in the whole yesterday for sure. It changed
Yeah,
because of the fact that the idea was everyone gets up and do a 10 minute set,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then it was like okay, we rotated around and then we spit the wheel, and so it changed while we
Well,
was
all of
yeah
us are a little bit full of crap too, so you can ask us a yes or no question, but it might take 10 minutes to get
Yeah,
that
yeah, right,
answer.
right,
You
right.
know what I'm
And then
saying?
even with
Yeah,
that wasn't expected to have like an interview or asking certain things and
yeah,
recognizing people in the chat and all. So the reason we did 5 was, but if everybody did 10 minutes, they gave me 10 minutes to talk.
yeah,
So that
yeah,
was your 1 hour. But when we like each person got up, we had, so yeah, we had to stretch it out. So
yeah. I
as it
think it's
grow,
fun, man. I think people liked it, man. I ain't got
yeah.
nothing but positive feedback
And that
about it.
was the whole thing. Everyone is so
I
far
mean,
as, and even like I say, when you're promoting it to other people's channel, that's just saying that they had a good time, and that's
yeah.
that's what it's all about. So
My
yeah,
mom and dad and my sister, I mean, they're the kind of people that they would tell me if they
hmm,
didn't enjoy themselves. Well, actually, my mom and dad and my sister are the kind of people wouldn't even tune in.
right,
If they
gotcha,
tuned in and you was full of crap or you was being stupid, you would never even see their name in the comment
right, right,
section
gotcha.
because that's the way they are.
Mm,
So, I mean, and they're older folks. My dad's 83, my mom's
okay,
78,
wow,
my
okay,
sister's 54.
mm,
So, it's like when you have people telling you, "Hey, I enjoyed that. That was fun to see the different artists," and they loved the Rose Twin, that was
uh,
singing because they're in the
right,
gospel. My mom
gotcha.
loves,
Oh
all
yeah,
that and everything. But I mean, to hear that kind of feedback from people that I know would be honest with me and be like,
mm,
"Eh, I wasn't interested in that guy."
right,
No,
right,
they liked it. They liked the whole idea of the different, like, okay, you had some little different, little bit of country music, a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of blues, a little bit
mm,
of gospel music.
gospel, yeah,
So,
yeah,
I mean, I just feel like I think that you hit a home run, just in the concept and then just focusing in on how to break that concept into the best show that you can. That's pretty
right,
much
right,
where you're
yeah,
at because your
yeah,
concept's on point.
mm,
In my personal opinion, it's on point. I like it
mm,
because I'm an artist. I mean,
yeah,
anytime that you have a channel that's trying to push up, I'm at a point now, man, where I almost feel like I'm past the age where I'm worried about trying to find somebody to buy a song or get my spotlight, so to speak. but I'm not past an age where I want to see others that want to try or want to see what they can do to put their stuff out and see what happens.
Right,
Um,
right, right.
I'm all about that. Now, does that mean that I'm the guy that, well, if somebody offers me the right amount of money, come play in the stadium, don't get me wrong. I'll be the first
That's
one in the
right.
stadium and the last one out. But I just like seeing people that it gives them an opportunity to feel what that little bit of pressure. They may not have never been on a stage before, but they get to feel that little bit of excitement and that little bit of pressure of like, I have to perform, I have to do this.
Hmm.
And that's an exciting. I was excited. I've played in front of some big crowds, man. I mean, you're not gonna shake me. You can put me
Right,
in front of a billion people, and yeah, just like anybody, you're going to be a little bit breathtaking at first, but then you
right,
get started, you'll mellow out. I was excited about coming on last night for, like, hey, this is something new. This is something that I ain't
hmm,
never got to do. And if,
right,
that to me, that's worth doing it. That's worth doing it just to give
right.
people that little bit of excitement, man. Like, hey, I get to do this, man. But Big
Well, I'm
Jack,
tell you.
I know,
Now
I
I'm gonna
run my
tell you
mouth.
this though. We're talking about doing it every month, and you have an open invitation anytime you want to come on back through and say, hey, even if it was a pop in or whatever, one song pop in
Always,
or whatever, you're more than
always,
welcome. You're more than welcome because
anytime. And if
yeah,
there's ever anything on my end that I can do to help promote
right,
or to be of assistance on an end in any way, then you just reach out and let me know. I mean, I
yeah,
want to be a part of things, and I don't want nothing for it. I just want to be a part of things. I just like helping. But I am going to be sending Gaston guitar covers over to leave you an email in
mm,
your invite thing. And of course, William, if he gets it when he gets his stuff lined out with the internet and all that kind of stuff, that's another
uh,
one that'll be
now
coming
here's the
over.
thing I wanted to do with William, and I know he's still in the chat and he's listening.
Hmm.
I want him to send us the videos. Send us his videos because we
Okay.
can always play the video in his slot, even though his internet, because that's him.
Yeah.
It's not about, I know we want to be alive as much as possible, but that's him, and if we can at least I want him to be showcased. So I want to see what we can do to showcase him as much as possible. And
Okay.
not taking any way away. I just know that from what I heard and listened to his
Oh,
videos, he is definitely awesome. I
he
mean, he
is.
has a really great talent, and I want to push him as much as possible. And
Yeah.
the way to do that, even if he, because I'm not going to say go out and get a better internet to move to a new location. That doesn't make
Right.
sense.
Go
But
sit
if
at
you have the
McDonald's.
content, send me the content so that we can have it already plugged in. And when your name come up, we can put your videos up there. And because that's a little different than someone, to me, how I'm looking at it. If someone they're using AI to do their music, like
Hmm.
a Tajmir type
Hmm.
thing. So
Hmm.
Tajmir could be as part of the we be jamming because of the fact that that's a talent that she has and the way she's been putting it out.
Yeah.
So why would we take away from that? That was her thing.
That's
So
right.
if that's what she's using, then let's use that. Let me spin the wheel. Your name come up. We pop your video in, and we
Yeah.
send you downstream, and people get to listen to you perform in whatever way.
Well,
So
I
that's all.
know
This
that
that's that.
William can definitely he can definitely get you um uh the video. I know
It is.
he sent me some videos, but the problem was I couldn't pull them off of my email into the thing to pull
Mm,
them up.
right.
I don't know how to switch it to whatever makes it compatible
Mm,
to come up here. And he didn't know how to do it on his end either. So I just
right.
wound up with videos that I couldn't even get pulled up from where they were.
Yeah.
But if I can
Right.
share them over to you, if he says it's cool for me to share them over to you, I might could share them over to you, and you might could figure out like what I'm doing wrong on how to pull
Mhm.
them out because it says it's not formatted right.
Right. Right. Okay.
Whatever I don't know.
Let's
It won't let it won't let me bring it into the program to share it with
right.
everybody.
Right.
I got it in the email, but it won't let me do nothing else with it.
Yeah.
Or
We're definitely gonna find a way. We're gonna get it.
yeah,
So if he gives you permission, and you can send him and let's see what
he
we can
said
do.
he said, guys, send them all.
Yeah,
Send
okay,
them all
good.
good. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, William, I will be working on that to see if I can get, because if I can get them to you, you probably can figure out how to get it down. I just don't know how
We
to.
can work with it. We can work with it,
Okay.
and
Okay.
if not, then we'll try another way. Look,
Okay.
I'm a believer. There's definitely more than one way to skin a cat. So
Indeed.
we're gonna get him exposed, and we're gonna get him his 50, and hopefully we get him up to the 1,000 and all that other mark. But he's I don't know why, other than hearing his song, and I think a lot of it is because he was willing to try, and
Yep.
that's the thing right there. Because the thing, a person that's willing to try.
Yep.
I have more compassion for that than anyone else. I know it's difficult. Like we tell everybody, if they want to get started with, being a content creator, where the first thing you gotta do is get started.
Yep.
Just get out there and get started. So I'm waiting to my, that's back in my pastoring days. So
Mm.
people are like, well, when I get on my deathbed, I'm gonna get myself right, and I'm like. Well, if you knew what your deathbed looked like, you wouldn't get in
Yeah.
it. So what do
Yeah.
you mean you gonna wait till your deathbed? If you knew
Yeah.
what your deathbed would look like, you wouldn't get into
That's a
death.
good comeback on
So
that one,
yeah, so
actually. Yeah.
that's like I'm not gonna. You're never gonna get right. So you
Yeah.
just got to get right, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm believing with this. Is this? We just got to do it.
Yep.
I'm not a. I'm not a musician, even though my oldest son is, and he has his band, and I want to help promote them. But I love listening to good music, and
Yeah.
last night was good music.
Yeah.
Even with the sound and this, that's because y'all perfectionists. Y'all wanted to sound perfect and this
Yeah.
and that, but
Yeah.
I was just as entertained with the, look, I'm sitting here wrestling over trying to get the wheel back up on the
I
screen
feel
and
you.
keeping y'all muted and unmuted and muted and unmuted.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, it's, and then, of course, your disappearing act. It might have been my fault, but I don't
That
know.
was part of
So
the show. That was a
yeah,
magic trick, Big
100%,
Jack.
one
That
hundred
was a
percent.
magic trick.
Except for the slip up, but then it made people listen because now people
It
like I
did.
heard that and they're like, oh, well, y'all were paying attention. Yeah, because it was like, wait a minute, but I
I
did.
went back and watched the replay because I didn't get to hear it. So I
Mm,
was like, I gotta go see. I just gotta know that it's true. And I laughed. I laughed because I'm like, if there's anybody else can make him, I just want to be a part of it. Now I want to
yeah.
see if anybody else can draw a good curse word out.
I'll put a quarter in the jar. I'll put a
That's
quarter in the
right.
jar
Well, you didn't
because
say a bad one. You didn't
no,
say
no,
a
no. It
bad
was
one.
just when I saw you disappear. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Was, oh, like, what the heck?
Hey.
Because it was sound. I mean, really, it was sounding good. So you're just like you want to make sure everybody's still in the, because
Yeah.
the thing is, if your song ends, and people are not back, what I'm saying. I don't want to put anybody up on the stage and they might have stepped away or whatever. So you're
Yeah.
constantly looking at what everybody's doing, and then you disappear. Like, wait a minute. Oh,
Where'd
oh
guy
crap.
go?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, it was, and I didn't know if it was my internet or not, and I
yeah.
still don't know because it came right, dude. As soon as I
Yeah.
hit the thing, I popped right back up.
Back up there. So, and that's the cool thing with StreamYard too, because the same link gets you right back where just come right on back in and we go
Now, do
back.
you reuse links? Is that how you do it?
I do with my go live with me. So
Okay,
the go live with me, I use that over and over and over.
okay.
But so that way I just drop it in the chat, or you might even have an old one or whatever. You could just pop it up. But my Iron Shopping and Iron Show is all separate links, and the that one's separate links, and then the other one is to where I do, yeah.
Gen X Effect says, I heard it right away. LMAO. That's
What? Uh, God, but I'm on way.
funny. Howdy, Shangy girl. Thank you for being here. Thank you, brother William.
Yeah.
Still dealing in the house. Appreciate you. Gen X Effect. Appreciate you, brother. Jovel. Appreciate you, Miss Jovel. Anthony, my time. We got whole bunch of people in here. Lyrics, but yeah, you got a bunch of people in here. Memoirs, Chris the Flash, uh, Shangy Girl. Thank you all for coming in. We appreciate you. My name is Guy. This is Creating Change. Got Big Jack come on to hang out with me. We just done his We Be Jamming live last night. Turned out great. Gonna be doing it every month. For all of you out there that might hear this that have musical talents or like to sing or whatever, then at Big Jack's page, you can go there and he has an email specifically set up for you to ask for an invite, and he will be in contact with you to let you know details and just find out more information about it. I'm shouting out Gaston guitar covers. I'm saying, look, buddy, I would like for you to go and hit that email and ask Big Jack for a ask for a day to be on. And I think that you would love it. It's fun, it's relaxed, it's chill, and you would just have a good time. And you would get to, sing your songs and play your songs for other folks. And Brother William, you already know how I feel about you. Is get your videos. I'll get them sent over. Matter of fact, the ones that and I just now thought of that, I have them on the text messages that you sent me, and those would be right real easy for me to send over to Big Jack, and he's probably able to do things with it that I don't know how to do. I don't know how to change format. I don't know how to do that. So I'm just shouting y'all out. I want you to know that's an option out there for you, and it was fun. Myself and Sean were part of it. Double Rose Twins, Heavy Hitters Band. Brother William tried to be a part of it, and the internet connection just wouldn't let it happen for him. But just a relaxed and fun, just good time, and I can't say enough about it. So if you have a talent that you'd like to share, if you'd like to sing or play music or karaoke or whatever, then just go over to Big Jack's page. He's got a email there, and he'll be back in touch with you, and he'll walk you through the steps. It's not nothing hard. It's not nothing. It's not like it's not difficult. You just dial in or hit the link, and it takes you right to it. It's actually pretty easy and pretty fun. So yeah. Shout out to Big Jack. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. I see you, Brother William. I give permission to send it, whatever, to whomever. Thank you, William. I'll just be sending it to Big Jack. And Big Jack, that's all. Gen X Effect. Yeah, heard it right away. That's funny. I had to go back and listen to the replay, bro, because I was like, nah. And I went back and listened to it. There was such a sense of joy come over me because I'm like, yes, like such a win. Like, you had to really do something special to draw a cuss word. So I feel like I did good. I don't care. Shangy Girl, appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. I see you, Dylan. Appreciate you being here. Gen X Effect, Anthony Maton, Jovel, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Lyrics by Knitting Y'all. Tommy Kenyon, shout out to Tommy Kenyon, keeping it real media. Thank you very much, Christo Flash. Appreciate you being here, brother. Thank you. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming by. My name's Guy. This is Creating Change. Guy and Shine, 10 to 1, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. We do music and commentary. Try to have fun and bring good vibes. So that's just what we do. Gen X Effect, I see you, brother. Later on, I'm glad that you stopped in. I appreciate you stopping in. I thank you. You have a good rest of the night too, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you stopping by. You said last night, you told me in a comment, you said, next time I see you on, I'm going to stop in. Well, you're definitely a man of your word, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It does not go unnoticed by me. Frau. I remember. Frau. Hello. It is nice to see you. I think I'm saying that name right. I think I asked before how to say it. And and I think I'm saying it right. But good evening to you. Good morning to you. It's nighttime here, but good morning to you. Thank you for stopping in. I was doing a little bit of gear test. Got me a new camera. Got me a new microphone. I got a button. Yeah, it's got all kinds of stuff on it. I can do all kinds of stuff like that. So I just thought that was cool. I'm still kind of, yeah, I got other ones too. Yeah. Yeah. Watch it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Watch it. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love it. But, just got some new stuff. Hey, thanks, Brother Desi. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you, Brother Desi. Thank you, man. You have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow, man. We'll be here about 10 o'clock, 10 to 1. I think I got my technical issues all worked out tonight. So you know what? I'm not even going to say that. We'll see you tomorrow. I may not be using none of this stuff tomorrow. I may be back on the phone or back on my computer because I can't figure out how to do it again. But I will be back. I just may not be using all this stuff when I get back. But I will be back. I will be here. But shout out to everybody. Frau, appreciate you being here. Let's see. Germany. Okay. Germany. Wow. Long ways across the world. That's awesome, man. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody. I hope everybody knows we appreciate it. Myself, Big Jack, Tommy Kenyon, we just appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us and chilling with us, having a good time. We're all just kind of getting used to all this stuff and learning how to do it. Wow, it's 6:15 in Germany. Well, shout out to 6:15. It ain't gonna be long. It's gonna be 6:15 here. I better get my hind in. I said to Tommy before I come on, I said, yeah, I'm gonna make this a short stream, Tommy. I ain't gonna stay on real long. I've already been on pretty long now, guys. It's already 3 hours in, and I said it was going to be a short. I can't. My mouth runs too much. Nothing ever really works the way I said it was going to when it comes to talking. I'm hearing feedback in my head, Tommy.
You had a podcast interview with Bill. With
Big Jack?
Big Jack. Yeah, it was like a podcast interview. You went for like over an hour. Good little conversation.
It went good. I love talking to Big Jack. He's one of them kind of people that I keep hearing an echo in my head, Tommy.
And
it's repeating. It's on your end.
Oh, wrong one. Now it's gone.
Okay. Yep. You got it. But all right. Well, guys, look. I hate to keep saying it, but shout out to everybody that's still here. Shout out Three in the House. Frau, appreciate you being here all the way from Germany. Desi, have a good night. Memoirs, William, Dill, the Gen X, Shangy Girl, everybody, Jovel, everybody, Lyrics Nitnya, everybody that I can't see, everybody that I do see. Nobled, I appreciate you. Thank you. Sweet Juicies, appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Tommy, I appreciate you being here. Guys, I will be on tomorrow. Guy and Shine, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to try to bring some new stuff. We're going to have Brother Tommy come up and do some tech stuff this week, get things lined out, figure out how that schedule is going to work, and just start adding some new stuff in. But until next time, guys, I appreciate every one of you. This is Good Vibes. My name's Guy. This is Creating Change. This is Tommy Kenyon from Keeping It Real Media, and he works our stuff and does tech stuff for us and for myself with Guy and Shine. And, just appreciate him. I appreciate everybody being here with us. Until next time, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you feel so led. Share it if you feel so led. If not, just know that I appreciate you being here. And until next time, y'all take care. We'll see you again. Tommy, I'll see you backstage, man. I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back, start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes only to all of my beautiful people out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.